Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Fabula Ultima Fallen Stars, a dark fantasy campaign inspired by Dark Souls and similar IPs. Um, Last time, does one of our players want to give us a recap?
Those I can.
Yeah, go for it. Uh, should I sweeten the pot and say you'll get a Fabula point for giving me a recap?
Oh yeah, I'm in. I'm in.
Okay, go for it.
So easily convinced.
Yeah, I'm easily bribed. So yeah, we started off last session with Lido talking to Ophelia, where she showed him a silver branch, which was a shard of divinity, supposed to offer succor and sanctuary. They also had a bit of a conversation about the events at the uh, Misty Village, and Leto was shared a bunch of personal stuff about his thoughts on being heir and retaking the palace. uh, Han revealed that he was one of the leaders of the Seven Scholars back when it was the Eight Scholars, uh, and that he does not plan to return back to them. He originally joined to help the mongrels, like in words, but that was mainly a bit of a lie to himself. Uh, we arrived at the checkpoint for Port Royal, where we learned that Rebecca is wanted for murdering a Baron, Baron
Hmm.
Spade. Lido is very gun ho on wanting us to immediately return back to the capital with as many people as we can find in like 3 hours, essentially. We learned a bit more about the details of Baron Spade's murder, specifically that his heart was ripped out by Rebecca, and that Rebecca doesn't remember how or why she did it, just that she woke up over his dead body with the heart, and knowing that it was all kind of her fault, and that she didn't have control over her actions. Uh, with that in stated, Han investigated Rebecca's condition, learning that it emanates some power from the gloaming, and that the power has been subdued ever so slightly. Uh, we then split up into two groups, with Leto and Zoran going into the town, and Han and Rebecca visiting the Thieves Guild. Uh, Leto and Zoran met up with Lady Hart, who is replacing Baron Spade, who was a bit of a tax hungry, uh, greedy kind of sort. And we found that Lady Hart has other issues, and that she is creepy as fuck. Uh, and we discovered that Zorn had actually met her when she was younger, and they had a bit of a
Less
connection
creepy?
there. Less creepy, yes, much less creepy. Um, but through their discussion, Zoran managed to secure a open invitation for tea at her estate.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
go ahead.
in the uh, Thieves Guild, Hunter and Rebecca met up with the Dark Thief, Robin Fade, who was Rebecca's friend and maybe lover. They gave some tense, doomed Yuri vibes. Uh, but the Rebecca was only supposed to scare the Baron, and killing him ruined Robin's plan. And Robin wants Rebecca to fix the problem. Uh, and specifically wants Rebecca to find dirt on Lady Hart so she can be kind of ousted, and Robin can kind of step back in. Uh, and we later met up, rejoining the party over dinner made by Daisy, who is Ophelia's maid, discussed our findings, and planned for Zoran to distract Lady Hart over tea while the rest of the party sneaks in and investigates for info regarding her illegitimacy.
Or
I think that covers it all.
yeah, I think so too. Thank you very much. You may have a Fabula point. Or rather, let me award you one off the party sheet. Fun.
Let's go.
All right, let's.
I write notes. Huzzah!
That was
There
really
has to be at least
comprehensive.
one.
And that's with shortening my notes.
Oh boy. All right, you have it. I didn't send out the notification, but you do have it.
I do, in fact, have it.
Okay. Thank you for the recap. Very cool. Very nice. And we pick up, I think, probably the next morning after you've all had a fairly restful night's sleep. Last night, Ophelia sent a letter to the Hart estate saying that you had accepted their invitation for tea, basically. In the morning, as you convene in the dining room, Daisy walks in and presents all of you with a letter. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, my lords. This arrived for you this morning.
Lido will take it and present it to Zoran.
Zoran will open it up, peruse it.
The contents of the letter are sort of what you'd expect. It was penned by Lady Hart herself. She says she's delighted you've decided to accept her invitation, and she looks forward to seeing you and your son at her estate this afternoon.
Well, she'll be politely disappointed. She kind of expects you there, Lido, but you have a different task.
If she asks where I am, you can tell her something that's kind of true.
You're with my
that
wife, Inara.
Well, more like I'm pretty sickly. I get sick pretty kind of easy.
You see his hand kind of crumple the letter ever so slightly at that. I think no.
What was that you cut out?
He crumple. You see his hand crumple the letter ever so slightly at that, and goes, I think not.
Whatever you think is best, then. Obviously, as long as it's not, oh, they're sneaking upstairs to, get dirt on you.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was thinking, that you are busy with someone else at the time.
Well, again, whatever works. I'll leave the excuse up to you, of course. Lido does take note of the crumpled paper, but doesn't bring anything up right now.
All right. And let's go over one more time the plan for me, the DM. Who is going to have tea with Lady Hart, and who is going to infiltrate? I know Lido's going to infiltrate. I know Zoran's going.
I think it's just Zoran having dinner with her.
Is Han going with Zoran or with Lido? Then I don't know what Han's plans are. Zerda
is deafened.
Yeah, I think he might have stepped away for a moment, so
Okay.
I can at least provide Rebecca's insight on this.
Okay.
Unless I'm mistaken, she is familiar of a pathway into the house that can, slip people in unseen, based on her previous visit to here. I guess she'll try to redeem her initial role the first time around is to act as guard, to keep a lookout on something. And so she'll be within, I guess, response distance should anything go wrong, or to, keep a watch of anyone coming into the house.
Right. So you're going to be on lookout duty, or are you going to be on the infiltration squad?
I would, initially, at least from the get-go, will be part of a lookout duty once they are able to slip into the house.
Okay.
Or the estate.
makes sense to me. One moment, I actually wanted to pop up some character artwork of Daisy for all of you because I found some.
Oh.
How do I? There we go. There you go.
Oh no, she cute.
The freckles are a nice touch.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. All right. That's Daisy. I may take out her background at some point, but not today. I just had to throw that in there. Okay. So Zerda's back with us now? Does
I
not seem to
don't
be.
believe so. I'll alert him to disclose his part of the plan
Okay.
once he gets back, but we can continue.
All right. Ophelia approaches you all. Ophelia approaches you all in the morning, and she bows. I hope you all have a safe journey today.
I hope everything goes to plan. I can't imagine what would happen if we get caught. Lido looks a bit nervous. He's kind of frantically going over the plan in his head. His hands are intertwined with one another, and he's just kind of like twiddling his thumbs nervously.
Well, not to worry. I will always support you, and you may retreat here at any moment.
But what if they follow us? I can't put you and your friends in danger. And after everything you've done for us.
Ophelia looks over at the children and Daisy, who is pretending to be a monster as they all attack her with sticks. I see. Well, do what you feel is right.
He just kind of nods. Yeah.
Great. You guys want to head out now?
Yep. Lido has a hood up, kind of avoiding attention wherever possible.
Likewise is Rebecca. Still, wanted.
All right, so we're gonna split the party a little bit here. Let's go with Lido and Rebecca first. Han can join whichever group he wants when he gets back.
Ophelia is still watching us as we go, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Away with you! Away with you, woman. There we go.
Hey,
Discord
don't
is
be
being
mean to her.
funky to me. Again, I don't know why.
Discord
It hates
doesn't
me in
like
this game.
you.
In this game only. I'm in 4 games and it only happens in this one.
That's so bizarre.
Honestly,
Only
I
you.
have. And it's not like time of day because one of my other games is at the same time, just tomorrow. And it's
I don't know. That's so weird. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. So, Rebecca, I presume you are leading the way as you go back towards where you know the Thieves Guild to be?
Correctly. We're going to the Thieves Guild. I thought we were going to the estate. Or is that's in the afternoon. My mistake.
Well, you'll need to have the you'll need to go to the secret passage, which is in the sewers near where the Thieves Guild is.
Got it. Okay. Then yes, I would be leading from Ophelia's estate or the lodgings that we were just at over to the Thieves Guild.
Yep. All right.
So this is the way in?
There's a kind of long breath that she takes before she responds. Yes. This is... I've been through this way before, and this is the way in. Trust me,
You don't
we'll be safe.
suppose it'll be guarded, do you?
Wish I could say with confidence, but you need not worry.
We may want to remain. Well, when we get to the what's it called again? Out of character.
What?
The hard estate?
The hardest
The
thing?
estate.
Where the
Yes,
things get-
the estate.
Yep.
Once we get to the estate, I've got something I need to try. I've never really done it outside of theory, but I might be able to hide our presence.
Oh. Huh. Well,
I've
considering
never been
we're
the best at actually sneaking out, but it's easy when there's hustle and bustle around, and a lot of people don't expect the prince to be able to do magic. So
Yeah, I guess that's not a common thing to see. So, but it's very useful in our case. We are, I guess, one of the 2 most wanted people in town.
yeah, something like that. But definitely have to do it before we get there, because magic can be, let's just say, distracting.
I know of what you talk about. I trust in your ability. You could do it.
That makes one of us. Haha.
There's a kind of a forced laugh of reassurance that she tries to huff out before another moment of silence kind of passes between the 2.
So I'll let Rebecca lead me through the sewers.
Yep. You wander through the sewers. Rebecca, you're familiar with the path. And actually, as you had to pass through the Thieves Guild's main quarters, you notice that it is particularly empty today. But Robin is still present and waiting for you as you enter. Let me pop her art for everyone. Woohoo. There she is.
Lido, if you wouldn't mind, a quick detour. I have some things I need to say before we
Oh.
start this mission.
Sure, I don't have a problem with that. I should probably introduce myself so she doesn't just see a strange child roaming through the sewers, as it were.
And
That would be a good idea.
as you approach, she immediately says, "Who's the kid?"
Oh,
Sorry, and he does a respectful bow. Hi, I'm Lido. It's nice to meet you. And he kind of holds out his hand awkwardly.
Lido? You see as that strikes some sort of recognition in her, and her eyes go wide, and then she immediately jumps down from where she was sitting and kneels before you in a very
Oh no! You don't gotta do all that. And he kind of looks around awkwardly.
my prince.
okay, takes a note of what's happening, and initially was stepping forward to intervene, but then realizes I don't need to step in.
My prince, it is an honor to be in your presence. Rebecca, she gives you a very sharp look.
He's just kind of putting his hands out like, this is really awkward. You don't gotta do all that. Please rise. We don't really need this formality stuff. I can't really be considered prince when someone else is taking the throne anyway. So
Robin,
she
please,
rises.
you're making the kid ramble.
She rises up and crosses her arm. All air of formality gone instantly from her. As you said, there's no need for formalities. Why are you bringing the prince down here, Rebecca?
He is an integral part of, well, what you asked of me. We have a good reason to get the dirt that you're asking for, and he's the key.
She taps her foot a couple times, looking from both of you.
I can do magic, including stuff that might help us find some hidden uh, stuff. And he kind of goes quieter as he's talking, very awkwardly.
She jabs you in the chest, Rebecca, with a finger, and says, "You look after him, okay?"
Uh, yeah, yes. I know my word is not the best. Well, you know why, but
And
you have my word.
she looks at Lido and says, "If anything happens, there's any danger, you get out of there. Do you hear me?"
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
He stands up attention and nods.
And you. And she turns back to you, Rebecca. And for a moment, her hard face softens ever so slightly as she leans in and cups your face in her hands and whispers to you, "Stay safe, please."
There's a brief moment seeing that little slip of, past the hard exterior that Robin always has. And upon feeling the hand of Robin on her face, she just incrementally, very small amount, leans into it, closes her eyes, and just gives a surefire huff of agreement. I will.
Lido
Before
is
she
looking at
steps back.
this. Lido was looking at this with a knowing glance. This is the same way his mom and dad have looked at each other.
And as you do that, as you step away, Rebecca, the mask slips back on for a moment, and she puts a hand on each of her hips and says, "Well, what are you waiting for? You should probably get going. Don't worry about my end of the bargain. Most of my boys are out there handling it right now."
Yes, ma'am. And he kind of salutes very stiffly.
All right. Well, you heard her. Let's go lie down. And as they, walk out, Rebecca does alter step for a moment. Her body shifts, maybe like 9 degrees. You can see the profile of her face. She half looks back, then continues onward.
All right. We'll switch over to Zoran if Zoran is ready and Discord doesn't hate Zoran.
Yeah. Oh, one little piece of dialogue before, as we were stepping out of into the sewers. Don't tell Han. I won't hear the end of it.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. Perfect. Then now we'll switch the type.
Yeah, Discord is still hating me, but I've joined it on my phone, so different audio quality altogether, but is what is.
It is what is.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, that's the key thing. And I can hear you guys, which is the other half of the issue.
Yippee-ki-yay. Alrighty.
Yeah, so
I'll give you a small recap. Rebecca and Lido had a nice little scene with Robin in the sewers as they are approaching the hidden passage to the Heart Estate. I presume you are. What are you doing in the morning while you wait for the appointed time to come?
well, so first things first, I gotta go procure some things for the for the dinner. First things first, needed have an apology because Lido is Jen is a bit busy at the time. So I'm actually going to spend 2 trade points
Ooh.
to get an extraordinarily rare. Well, I shouldn't say extraordinarily because it's anything less than 210 zenith, but a really good bottle of wine.
Yeah, okay, for sure. You could spend 2 trade points to get a really, really good bottle of wine. Uh, it's a great vintage. It's all the way from what are they called? The islands. City state. Let me quickly grab the nations. It's all the way from the kingdoms of Achaea or Achaea, I think is how you pronounce it, which is the tropical island sort of to the east of this place, this continent. So
Okay.
it's pretty exotic, and
We love to hear that.
it supposedly has a very fruity taste for a wine, very sweet wine.
That will do really nicely. That was the key thing, but I still got a few hours left. The mm, mm, the others are getting ready to infiltrate. So I suppose,
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. Would let me quickly rope Han in.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries.
I just had an important call. Yeah.
Yep, no worries. So the group has split up. Lido and Rebecca are going down into the sewers to infiltrate the heart estate from below, but using the secret passage.
Oh no.
Yes, and they had a cute flirtatious scene with Robin. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And Zoran is shopping for the wines and preparing for the visit. Is there a particular group you would wish to be with? I think it would make the most sense if you were with Zoran.
All right, I'll go with Zoran.
Okay, interesting. It'll be. I was thinking that maybe he'd go with Lido because, as it currently stands, Lido is going to be infiltrating the state proper by himself.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that, but then I got, the devil on my shoulder saying you should go with.
You should go with Zoran.
Oh, man. Yeah, you should go with Zoran, which is exactly what I'm going to do.
Well, we have been told what is happening.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it would make the most sense, but you can definitely choose to be with them as well.
No, I'll go with Zoran. I feel like it's better to split the party evenly.
Yeah. Already. So I guess we have to stop and actually have a talk with Han about what is Han's relation to Zoran and what is he doing with me at the going to the dinner.
Oh.
Gotta get your story straight.
Yeah. What is he?
As it currently stands, his
God. I just realized.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah. So Han is kind of. I imagine Han walking through the streets gets a lot of attention. Now that I think about it, because he's like a mongrel in fine threads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. I imagine you get a lot of strange looks. A lot of stares passing by.
And what would the what kind of what are we looking at with him joining a noble estate's dinner?
You know what? I have like a little alibi for him.
What's that?
Obviously, I'm assuming that like part of the reason, like mongrels are obviously like mistreated.
Yes.
But I assume that there's like a lot of like nasty stereotypes about them as well. So what I'm thinking is that he's sort of like this. He's gonna act like a distinguished mongrel. Like, oh, well, actually, I became a merchant or something like that, and I became really successful.
For sure.
Something to that end.
Oh,
I
that
don't
would
know.
make
And
sense with Zoran too, because you're
yeah,
both sort
exactly.
of
And with Zoran, it's like, oh, he's my merchant buddy. I know him. I have connections with him.
Business partners.
Yeah, business partner.
Okay.
In fact, I might actually say that Todd might claim that he actually left Sanid and went abroad because that would make it easier for him to gain his fortune if he's not in a place that oppresses him.
And I mean, Chaloria, where Zoran is from, is a trade nation. That is
Mhm.
its key.
Yeah, it's a good alibi.
I like it. I like it. And you two sort this out as you're going about buying the wine for your visit in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you would like to do before you go?
Not really, unless Zoran wants to talk to me for whatever reason.
The key thing was just to get the story straight.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we can do that a bit more, like actually in character, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Merchant, that could work out quite well.
Surely I wouldn't be the first mongrel to leave Sawnid and make my fortune elsewhere where I'm not frowned down upon.
Definitely not. So, did I? How did we meet? Did I train you, or did you, or do we work for the same company?
Perhaps we work for the same company.
Yes, that could work out quite well. What is your current purpose here in Port Royal?
Simple. I could claim that I'm visiting family and that I have met you and here, an old business partner of mine, and you've decided to bring me along.
That could work nicely. It is somewhat similar to my own back fabricated story that my son and I, and well, I'm going to be roping in my wife, are traveling, and she's currently with Lido, who is Jen, by the way.
Right.
My wife's name is Inara.
Nara? Okay.
So, what do you mainly trade in?
Let's see. Something that would make sense. Let's say threads. I trade silk.
Silk. Okay. That is a safe one and is needed in many places.
Yes. Many nations appreciate silk.
Indeed. And your family here. What do I know them?
No.
No? Okay.
They're a very humble family out in the countryside. Farmers, mostly.
Note that the Hart family does is also from the countryside, so you might want to have them a
Okay.
bit far from there.
Okay.
At least where their natives.
I guess we'll go closer to home and say they were fishermen. That way, if I'm inquired about such duties, I'll be able to answer confidently.
Yes.
Alrighty, beautiful. And as you two get your story straight, all of you in 2 different groups all head to the Heart Estate. Exciting, exciting stuff, exciting stuff. Do I have a picture? Do I have a scene for this? I don't think so. We'll just stick with this. I do want to change this. So let's do this one. A little loud.
Oh.
Perfect. All right. You're all approaching the Heart Estate. Which group would like to go first?
I think it might be more appropriate for Zoran's group to go first.
Sounds good. You two approach the Heart Estate. Previously, what was once a very clearly gothic, austere-looking estate with many black ornaments and wrought iron around it, has been slowly but steadily transformed into it's being repainted by various servants to be a bright blood red. Black
Okay.
roses are being painted red as well. The whole 9 yards. Instead of the spade crest, the heart crest is now on the king. And as you approach, one of the servants who is overseeing the work turns to the both of you. Who might you be?
Zorn Verdane, here on invitation from Lady Hart.
You're the lady's guest. Very well. Pardon for the... And he gestures to the relative chaos of the estate. She ordered...
It's a busy turnover. I understand.
I apologize for the estate not being quite as presentable as we'd like. Please, Mr. Vidane, and he gestures over to Yuhan.
Cacao.
Cacao?
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Yes. No.
No?
There we go.
Cacao, okay.
Yeah, like the Mayan king.
Okay. Mr. Cacao, please, come, I will show you. And he leads you inside. The interior of the estate has already been vastly redecorated. You can tell because there are roses everywhere, red carpets, red tapestries line the wall, pictures of Miss Hart specifically, and everything looks very busy here as he leads you into a grand hall where a table awaits, a very long table, and he presents you. The lady will be along shortly, as well as.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is probably the head servant, I would say. Nods to you and shuts the door behind you. On your way in, you did see a couple of knights as well. I will show you pictures of them because I do think they're pretty cool looking. This is one of them.
Okay,
That doesn't look
blood red.
evil whatsoever.
Oh, a blood knight. Okay.
And this is the other one.
Look at the schnoz on that thing.
That's one hell of a snoot.
Yep.
Yeah. I
wow.
was
I love it.
expecting more flat.
Mhm.
Maybe with a flat in a suit.
Yeah. I don't know why you would think that. Card shape.
Weird patterning on their chest or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Almost
maybe
card-shaped.
maybe a bit two-faced.
Yeah. Maybe like one up top, one below.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me. But these are the knights you see. They look rather competent and rather fierce. But you are alone in the grand hall together. Is there anything you want to do before anyone comes in? Because you are mostly left to your own devices.
Has anything been left out thus far?
Like what?
Is there like a table already set, or
Yes, there's a table already set. It has some silverware. It has some plates. Two spots basically, because she was expecting you and your son, obviously, and they're set up fairly close to her at the head of the table. Where honored guests sit.
Well, shall we take our seats?
Of course.
Alrighty, you sit
I
down.
imagine we're not next to each other, but across from each other.
You are actually
Yeah.
next to each other because
okay.
she seated your son right next to you.
I was expecting her to be at the head,
She is.
me on one side, son on the other side.
It seems
So-
like she did not
So
do
she
that.
could be closer because she's a weirdo.
Seems like she did not do that. Han, you can move your setup to the other side if you would like.
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. Let's see. All right, and it's not long before a servant comes in to serve you both some rose tea.
Rose tea, interesting.
It
Yes,
has
I
a
think-
very floral taste to it. And slightly sweet.
Yeah, she really likes her roses.
Is the lady held up? Should we be?
She's very busy, but she'll be along shortly, I believe. I think
What's this person's face looking like? 'Cause they sound terrified.
she looks nervous. This is a young woman who this is a young lady who doesn't seem the most comfortable. She does seem very nervous, but you're not sure if that is because she is an inexperienced servant or what.
This Thorn will give a slight smile and go, "Don't worry, I'm not worried, upset or anything. Are you new?"
Yes, milady fired most of all of the other servants from the Spade estate except for the head butler. So I'm just starting today.
Deep breath, dear. My friend here doesn't bite too much.
She eyeballs Han, and her eyes are very wide.
Perhaps by mistake, Han smiles, which
Yes.
just serves to show off his teeth.
Yeah, her eyes get wider. Please let me know if there's anything else I could do for you. And she bows and kind of hastily retreats, perhaps a little faster than is polite.
Storm just lets it aside, realizing that his slight joke that was meant to disarm a bit backfired.
Yep. Let's switch over to the other group real quick. You all, Rebecca, you and Lido have both come to the underground staircase that leads up into the Spade Estate. You are about to basically come out behind a bookshelf in one of the rooms. So, whatever Lido wants to do should probably do it now because magic's not very subtle.
It is not. Lido is going to start kind of focusing on the magic around him. And light sort of gathers around them until what looks to be almost a shield of light surrounds them, and wisps of light start to dance. As he is going to start a ritualism ritual to sort of not necessarily turn them invisible, but more so make them ignored by people around them. As if they've always been there.
That'd probably be a spiritism ritual because you're trying to change people's minds and not going invisible.
Fair enough. I guess with ritualism rituals, it's all about kind of seeing things that are there and hiding things that are there as well. So I guess turning invisible is probably the better one then in this case.
Oh.
Hiding us from view.
All right, let me go to rituals real quick. Okay, this is a ritual. You're trying to affect more than just yourself, right?
Yes, myself and one other.
Okay, so it is a ritual with an area that is small. Its potency is medium, so it will cost you 60 MP, and it will have a difficulty level of 10.
Okay. So that's basically all my MP, but don't worry, I'll take a potion after.
Little sippy.
Little sippy. And this is, I believe, a willpower plus insight roll.
Mm-hmm.
Is this an attribute check, or?
This will be a willpower plus insight roll. And
is there any way I can help with this?
You can make it a group check, yes.
Sure, we can make it a group check. Do you have ritualism as a
Rebecca doesn't need it.
Fair enough.
So you can help even if you have no ability to perform a ritual yourself. So you're gonna be the leader, Fido, and Rebecca, you're going to help. How are you helping?
Okay. Okay. I have an idea of how I'll help.
Okay.
So as you're kind of concentrating, the kind of air, you can kind of feel your magical abilities kind of fester. I try to basically almost anchor him. This is kind of his. He's very he's expressed his unsureness of his own abilities, and so I just kind of almost like a half pep talk, half way of doing it, and I can run through it if you want.
No, I like that. So it is not willpower dex, it is willpower insight.
I thought I clicked the insight, it didn't work for some reason.
Insight's the light bulb.
Yeah, I clicked it. For some reason, it changed it again. So I'll try it again. I clicked that, and I clicked that. Maybe it accidentally clicked off or something. Okay, there we go.
Goody. Now, please roll your support check, Rebecca.
It's
We'll be using the same attribute, I think.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It has a fixed difficulty level of 10 as well.
Fingers crossed that I can.
Okay.
Ah, damn it.
So
You are free to use, Fabula
Yeah.
points.
what
You should probably use it.
Yeah, I'll expend one to do a reroll. How do I do that again?
go on your sheet.
If you right click.
Oh wait, actually, I can make you do that. I recently got a. I can sort of.
I wouldn't, but yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but if you right click
sure.
your check in the chat, you can invoke trait to reroll.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's cool.
What
And
would
that
you
will-
be invoking.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm not
But,
going to do it this time. You know,
okay, I'll do this. I will invoke my origin, actually.
Okay.
In the kind of way I'm talking to him, I'm noticing that like he's just trying to make himself seem invisible. And along the lines of this discussion, just like, I see that you're trying to make yourself invisible. Like, I see you're trying to make yourself invisible. I wish I had the luxury of using magic to do something like this. But I've had to be resourceful. My time in the Cross Union, I've learned that for those who don't care for rank, do not see people like us. Use that. We are in a lady's house, nobility, as if you yourself were a servant crawling through the halls.
Really?
They won't notice you, as long as you don't make it apparent.
Go ahead and reroll.
Okay. That's still like the specific one to reroll?
You can choose one or both dice.
Okay. Let me do my better dice. Boom.
I guess you used
Oh,
your
yeah.
better dice. Wow, okay. That worked out.
All right, and then I will roll my.
Wait.
will.
Wait. I'm not ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Wasn't ready. Rude. He's going off without me. So you have a +1 bonus, and if you have a bond towards the leader, Rebecca, do you have a bond towards Lido?
Unfortunately, I've yet to establish one.
Okie doke. And then the leader performs the final check. May generate opportunities in case of success. You have failed. Maybe unmute yourself.
I am going to reroll. I'm going to invoke a trait to reroll. Specifically, my theme of duty. I have been assigned to this task. I put this task on myself, so I've really assigned it to myself. But this is something that I cannot afford to fail, not just for my sake, but for Lauren's sake, for Rebecca's sake, for Miss Spade's sake, for Ophelia's sake. This is not something that I can ignore.
And that's your theme of duty?
Yes.
I'll allow it. Now, I will remind you that failing a ritual doesn't mean it doesn't work. It does mean it has catastrophic consequences.
I don't want catastrophic consequences.
Wow,
though.
that's so reassuring.
Should I re-roll the willpower? I think it might be fine to not re-roll.
Yeah, maybe just do the insight.
Still a failure. I'm just. Why can't I? And I don't think I can re-roll again, can I?
You can use as many Fabula points as you want to keep re-rolling, provided you have them.
I have a second one, and I feel very strongly about this.
Lido, you can do this.
So he's
Just
going to
breathe.
try again. There we go. He recenters himself, realizing the magic's trying to go haywire, and he's trying to bring it back in. The light's flashing and kind of blinding him slightly, and this isn't something he's ever practiced before. This is not something he's ever done, besides in theory. Breathe. He lets out a big sigh, and then concentrates it all into them as the shield kind of fades, and neither of us can see each other.
Actually, I will narrate that, but thank you.
Okay, sorry to see you then.
Yes. Neither of you think you can see each other, but what you realize is actually very much so that you can, but that both of you appear transparent to each other, as if you're barely there at all.
Fascinating.
Worked. It worked. And then he downs a potion because
Go for it. Yeah, spend
Yeah.
spend that IP.
elixir.
Right. And you
How to make it? I guess it doesn't automatically take
That's
it, so I'll
fine.
just take it from my IP.
we'll figure out the automation eventually.
Eventually.
You are both vaguely invisible, and as you creep up to the bookcase. Let's see, what's a good one? Something a little. This will work. As you creep up to the bookcase, you hear something. Someone's in that room. And
That's
you
Yeah,
hear
that
you hear someone's voice. Yes, all right. It's almost time. Just be calm. Once you get the prince, you'll drag him back to the capital, and the others will finally see. They'll all see. Ugh. Hmm. And you reach the bookcase, and you see that there's like a crack, sort of like a, you know how the wood has knots? There's a circle out of one of those knots that's like a peephole that you can look through, and where a book has been removed. Uh, Specifically on the shelf, you can see like decanters and jars of perfume and other like knickknacks. And you see Scarlet looking at herself in the mirror of her vanity. She looks slightly disheveled, slightly desperate. Um,
unhinged, even.
one might even
dare I
say.
say?
She pulls back her hair into her characteristic ponytail and takes a deep breath, uh, powdering her cheeks with a bit more rouge. Yes, you will see that I have every right to stand beside them as one of the seven scholars.
So she's not a scholar herself, but she wants to become one. Gotcha.
Well, mustn't keep them waiting. As she claps her hands together and exits the room with really uneasy, forced glee. What do you two do?
Knew it.
You
He
can't-
says in a whisper.
You can't hear. We can't hear the whispers.
I knew it, he whispers.
What? What?
Knew she had to be in league with the seven scholars.
Well,
It
that's
seems like she wants to become one, but well, at least she isn't one.
I wish I knew more, but I mean, this makes her almost dangerous.
Let's be quick then.
And Rebecca,
And
you carefully move aside the bookcase. I presume you're doing this with some relative care.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just gingerly pushing it open. We saw like the decanters, the perfume bottles, presumably glass items.
Yep.
So just moving it not to disturb or have anything topple over.
Right? And as the bookcase moves out of the way, you see the room is just bathed in red. The bed is like a canopy bed with curtains drawn up all around it, red carpets. It's very luxurious in here. It's very fancy. This is used to be the room of Baron Spade. There's a big.
Is this a room I've been in before?
It is. This is a room you have been in before, quite memorably, as there's a huge window facing the foot of the bed, where previously a moon shone in through, but now the sun peers through. This
I just kind of halts her step and it's just observing the room. But
This room is a bit roseate for me.
She just huffs a forced chuckle but doesn't say anything. Her eyes turn towards the window, the sun gleaming through its panes.
We should be quick before she comes back.
Rebecca rapidly blinks, now getting the attention or hearing Lida's voice. Yeah, yes, sorry. But wait, Lido.
Hmm?
You
Yeah.
heard what she said, and I mean, she has the means, or she intends on taking you, and are you sure you want to do this alone? I mean, I know I was supposed to, keep guard and all, but
I don't.
I can
Who
come with.
will?
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't want to doubt your abilities. You've definitely shown yourself, but I remember that conversation you had with Ophelia in the riverboat?
Yeah.
You said yourself that it's not safe to travel alone. So, I say this again. And I trust your judgment on this. If this is your plan, and you are sure,
You have to
so be
find
it.
something. Your eyes could be useful, but it's been hard all my life to trust in anyone. I've either been told I wasn't good enough, or that I might as well give up my position as prince and slum around like the rest of them. I finally have a purpose. I can't fail now. I'm not going to tell you can't come and help me. I would love help. I don't even really know what to look for.
You'll know. But, yeah, this is a chance for yourself to prove yourself. It's been years, but I've been in your shoes before. I'd give anything
You
to
were a
make
prince
sure.
deposed from his castle and thrown out by a bunch of weirdos called the Seven Scholars?
No, not exactly. But I've had a moment where I've wanted to prove myself and would give anything to do it. And who am I to stop you to do the same?
He just nods. I gotta do this. If you can look out for me and stop anyone from entering, or warn me, or do any number of things so I'm not caught, who am I to say no to that?
I got your back.
Let's start looking. Right here is the most obvious place so far. This is clearly her personal room, but maybe she has some kind of study as well, so let's start here.
And start there you do. You guys are gonna spend a couple minutes looking around this room. How are your approaches? How do you approach
Lido has experience in paperwork. Part of his princely duties was going over some paperwork, minor things that he was trusted with, usually nothing important because the king was too busy, or the czar was too busy giving his important work to his favorite sons. But he knows kind of important documents when he sees them. So he's going to be looking for paperwork, anything with official seals, anything mentioning the Seven Scholars, that kind of thing.
All right. What do you think a good roll for this would be? Insight plus insight, maybe?
Probably, because this is very knowledge oriented.
Before he rolls, do we get a Fabula point for Lady Hart being in that scene?
Oh, yes, absolutely. All of you get a fabulous.
Ah,
Let
that's
me
fantastic. Award it for us.
let me award you all it.
Yeah, I was waiting for a good time to ask, but then when the roll started coming up, I'm like, he might need it for that roll.
I might.
You might.
We'll see.
Okay,
so is this an open check?
Yes,
An attribute
it is an
check?
open check. But before you do it, Rebecca,
Uh-huh.
how are you searching the room? Is your approach different to Lido?
Yes. So we made note that this is a room that she has been in before, albeit maybe not of full mental capacity or a full, what do you call it, awareness of what's going on. But she has been here before. As much as it may personally pain her or confuse her or whatever turmoil there is, she tries to recall that night for any clue, any instance of maybe what the Baron said the night of his death, maybe something that was exchanged with words among the Thieves Guild. And as she thinks too, that she also just kind of like feels around the bookshelves, the desks, just kind of feeling in unconventional spots if there's like maybe something hidden.
All right. I'm gonna have Lido go first with an insight plus insight, please. Okay, thank you. And then Rebecca, could you please give me an insight plus 3? Thank you. What either of you find isn't anything out of the ordinary. Rebecca, that night's just too hazy for you. But you managed to. It doesn't seem like any of the furniture in this room, at least, has any like hidden compartments or anything like that. And in fact, everything seems really, really new, like it was just
Mm,
brought in, except for the bookshelf that you guys uh, both came in through. Um,
This entire was refurbished in 2 weeks. The servants work fast.
yep. Uh, it seems like Lido. There are a couple papers in here, but a lot of them are just expense reports um, laid down on the nightstand next to the bed. It seems as if Lady Hart was laid into the night, uh, working uh, on estately matters, managing the estate basically. There's no smoking gun here as far as you can tell. There's also some interesting expense reports for some kind of construction going on. It looks it looks rather big, and there's a lot of raw materials being shipped in that are a bit strange to you. Specific metals like copper and other and like glass and things like that of that variety. Lots of silk, lots of textiles, you name it, it's on there. It looks like construction materials for something very specific.
This is odd, but this isn't quite what we need. But maybe. He's trying to think back to where else reports might be held, like a records place.
You do know that often there are studies in there.
We're not going to find what we need here. We need to find the study. If I were an architect or an engineer, civil engineer, where would I put a study? Somewhere with a good view, maybe? Central, so I can have access to everything I might need. We have to go deeper in.
Yeah.
You guys able to hear that okay?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
As you say that, you leave the room, open the door.
Well, carefully. If there's any peepholes or look through a keyhole, for instance. Make sure there's no one directly in the hall that they might bump into or might see a random door opening with no one opening it.
Yeah. It does seem like the hall is empty.
Go quietly.
And
There's just a silent nod.
you open the door and step out into the hall. As you're closing the door, a servant rounds the corner of the passageway almost immediately and rushes down the hall towards you. What do you both do?
Gonna press against the wall, pretending we're not. I don't exist there.
Yeah. And like magic, it seems like the servant doesn't notice you at all as they just rush by, uh, busily going about their business.
Kind of following the servant a little bit, matching their footsteps, so as to create the illusion of one set of steps. He will kind of look for anything that looks study-like, or
Interesting.
listen for whispers of studies, or because someone going around with errands like that, they must know the castle better than we do, or the estate better than we do.
Yeah. I'm gonna need both of you to probably roll Dex plus Dex for me, please. As
Oh wait, am
a
I tailing him? I thought I was gonna let him kind of, he wanted to prove himself.
okay, well, Lido can roll Dex plus
Yeah.
Dex.
Remain on the outside
Cool.
of the
I'm
door,
so
watching
good at
the
this,
stairwell.
guys.
Yeah, I'll keep watching the stairwell as he goes upstairs.
Wow, I am actually
Ooh.
very good at this, apparently.
Yeah. You managed to tail the servant without them
Let's
noticing.
see.
What kind of
Probably
opportunity?
gonna be. I mean, what makes the most sense here is gonna be information, probably. Although unmask arguably also has intense connotations here.
Um, so unmask specifically applies to a character.
That's
If they're
true.
not in the scene, I would say you cannot unmask them.
And then I'll do information.
Okay. So as you're tailing the servant, they get stopped by yet another servant. And they look quite flustered. And the I'm gonna say it's the head servant, places a parcel in the other servant's hands. There you are. I don't know what's taking you so long. Please take this to the study. Yes, sir. Damn. And the head servant goes off without any further elaboration as the other servant takes a hard right turn down a different hallway.
Following, of course.
Yeah, Rebecca, are you going along with? Just at a further distance?
I'm trying to think. Yes, but I will follow with there's a lot of lag time to it, so that I don't necessarily have to fall in footstep with the
Absolutely.
servants. Yeah.
Yep. Rebecca, also, you have flashes. A dark hallway, candle lights, bloodstains on the walls. All of these scattered, fragmented memories are coming back to you.
Kind of like puts a hand on her head.
And off we go. I'm gonna switch the scene over back to the boys. Boys good? Boys ready?
We're ready. I'm waiting.
Indeed.
All right, boys
It's
good.
tea time.
It's tea time. All
Or
right.
dinner time.
It's dinner time. I don't remember where that one's from, but we'll do this one.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the calming music in this scenario. Gonna put your guard down.
All right, and as you two wait, you're kept waiting a little while longer. But it's not long before the doors the inner doors explode open as a knight and a familiar face walk into the room. The knight says, "Introducing Lady Hart."
Zoran will stand.
Mhm.
Same with Han.
Very good. The
I
knight,
figure Han knows etiquette, so
yes, the Han does know etiquette. It would be
Yeah.
appropriate to stand here. It would also, uh, she, Lady Hart waves away the knight who closes the door after her, and she approaches the head of the table, sitting down with, I would say, practiced elegance. After which you two are both, by etiquette, allowed to sit again.
Mm-hmm.
And I do
Okay.
so.
Yeah, same.
Her eyes take you both in for a moment. It seems she seems surprised. She's pretty much taking you in for the first time. So, um, she was expecting Zoran. She was not expecting you, Han, and her eyes widen a little bit.
Yeah.
My apologies. I know you were expecting Shen, but my wife, she had other plans today and dragged him off.
And who might this be?
This is a fellow. Well, when I was a merchant, we worked part of the same company. This is Pakal. And I gesture for him to take over.
Nice to meet you.
She suddenly leans in and stares at you, Han, with poorly disguised interest.
Poorly disguised interest. All right.
Yes. Really? One of your kind is a merchant? Oh, you must have stories. Do tell, do tell.
Yes, well, I ended up leaving our fine nation here and decided that perhaps it would be best for me to seek fortune elsewhere. It's a little difficult, with all the stereotypes of my kind, and
Yes,
well,
quite dreadful, I'm sure. She puts a hand on her cheek. Just staring at you, Han. Zoran, you suddenly feel like you don't exist in this conversation at all.
I did bring you a gift.
What would that be?
I'm gonna spend a Fabula point here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Which I think we all get another one because it's a new scene.
It is a continuation of the other scene, basically. So you don't get a brand new one every time the villain appears. If a villain
I thought
appears,
this was a whole different scene.
So villains can appear in consecutive scenes, but they don't give Fabula points for every scene they're in. They just give points for the first scene, and then any consecutive scenes they're in, they don't give points.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll likely have to be away from them for several
Yeah.
other scenes, and then maybe come back.
Yeah. If she reappears dramatically, she will you will get one, but while
Presentation.
Okay, I did not understand that was the case. I thought it was whenever they appear in a scene.
I think it is consecutive scenes don't give Fabula. I think that's the rule, but I could be wrong. But that's what we're gonna roll with.
Fair enough. Either way, I'm spending one.
Mhm.
I should properly spend it, not the thing. To say that the wine that I brought, to try and say the wine that I brought is actually her favorite kind.
I'll allow it. I'll definitely allow that. She looks to you, almost annoyed that you're interrupting her conversation, before she recognizes the bottle of wine, and her expression softens once more. Ah, I see. Well, now this is a treat, isn't it? And she claps her hands twice, and a servant appears from basically out of nowhere, as servants tend to, and takes the bottle of wine and pours glasses for each of you. Well, why don't we share a drink then?
Indeed. I hope it is to your liking.
Oh, it very much is. You've brought me so much today, Zoran.
Well, which order did we sit down on, Han? Do you think? Did you sit closer to her, or did Zoran?
You know what? For the bit, I'm gonna say I sat closer to her.
Fair enough. It was, if you didn't, Zoran would have suggested switching seats, so you can be closer to her. He can take a hint.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could. Dang.
And what happened to your son, Zoran? Why is it that he could not be here? She seems to be coming back to herself, coming back to her senses for whatever reason.
My wife decided that she wanted to have evening to with him, so she dragged him off somewhere. He kind of waves dismissively, like, they do what they do.
Hmm. She twirls her hair thoughtfully, her eyes narrowing as she thinks to herself, basically. I see. Still. Well, I was looking forward to seeing him, but your new friend is quite nice. And she raises a hand to stroke your cheek. On.
Oh. Damn. All right. Yeah, Han is like taken aback by this. He's like, huh?
I thought you two would get along, so that's why I extended the invite to him.
Oh,
Yes, not many people appreciate your kind, dear sir. Do they? If you
no.
like, I could sponsor your business.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
You see,
Thank you.
I'm open. I'm somewhat of a businesswoman myself, and I'm opening a new enterprise here. Do tell, what do you trade in?
Silk.
Silk. Perfect. Well, they aren't very common here, but I'm opening a gambling hall here.
Oh.
Yes. I thought it might be a good way to increase revenue without unnecessarily taxing the people like they're in Spade. And, well, I was looking for a fine importer of silk.
Is that so?
Yes?
What for?
Well, it requires a lot of upholstery and decorations, carpets, and other things.
Nice. Well, I'm sure something can be arranged,
Beautiful.
especially for a very distinguished lady like yourself.
Perhaps we could talk more about this in private.
Oh, I'd love that. He's playing into it. If she like turns her around, he's gonna shrug at like Zora.
Yeah. she smiles at you. She if you want, you can roll insight on her.
Yeah, this is an interesting
You didn't
set of
expect it
events.
to go this way, huh?
No, definitely not. So insight.
Yep. Please roll that.
All right. I'm trying to find the. I always get lost with this. Let's see. Insight. Okay, yeah, open. It's an open check. Okay.
Yep, open check.
Insight. Did I roll 10, I think?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let me think. you sense that, well, you can tell that while she's trying to put on this really composed outer layer, she's she's feeling emotions very strongly right now
Oh my
underneath that
god.
facade. Um, and you're not sure why. You also think
Yeah.
something about her feels really familiar, but you
Yeah.
can't put your finger on it.
Hmm.
And she stands up from the table, claps her hands. A couple of servants appear with platters of delicious foods. Well, this should be celebrated. I'll be right back, but please go ahead and enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
Of course. And she gives you a sort of half bow, as appropriate
Yeah.
for a lady of her standing.
Hmm.
And she kind of almost skips to the door. Like there's some of the elegance has disappeared,
Oh
and
my
it has
god.
been almost replaced by a sort of girlishness
Oh boy.
as she exits the room and leaves you with pretty much a feast for you two, to be honest. For a lunch, this is really extravagant. There's lobster basically and squid and like just a smorgasbord of seafoods.
Oh my god, I love seafood.
Yep. In fact, Han, there's very curiously, yeah, your favorite dish is also here, whatever that may be.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's like some sort of like squid based like spicy stew of some kind.
Yeah,
Sea calamari soup.
Yeah.
which is
Sea
odd
calamari soup.
because that is not native to this region. However,
Interesting.
yeah, that is what you have. I presume you are both are digging in, or are you being a bit more cautious, or what's your dealio?
Or have we been
Uh-huh.
left kind of alone?
Yeah, well, with servants, but yes, they are standing at the ready to pour your wine and stuff.
Okay. If we were alone, I probably would have done something different. It's like, what are the chances that our food is poisoned?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what? I would like to roll an insight check. Another one.
For what purpose?
I would like to use my sharper senses to see if I can sniff out any poison in the food.
Go for it.
Because I figure 1,000 years of evolution of
Yeah.
being a scavenger species has paid off.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay. Let's do it again. Nothing.
No.
Well, you know what? I have plenty of Fabula points. I'm going to
You go
spend
for
it.
Go for it.
Ugh. You're hoarding them. Forget.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
All right. What are you
Open.
invoking? Your origin, I guess?
Yeah, I'm going to invoke my origin.
Yeah. Or identity, which is a mongrel.
Or identity. Yeah.
17's really good. So 17's really good. Wow. Okay. You do not smell poison in the food in front of you. You do, however,
Okay.
smell something. You do, however, smell a separate meal elsewhere in the room, and you turn slightly and catch servants leaving with some platters that weren't opened. And those have a distinct smell of a type of herb that causes drowsiness.
Okay, but it's not what we're eating. It's like a different
not
thing
what
that's
you're
being pulled
eating,
away.
It's a different one. But
Okay.
the food that is in front of you and the food that has been taken away smell the same, as in they are the same dishes. But one set has poison and the other doesn't.
What? That's confusing. What?
Oh no! It's if Lido was here, she would have fed us the poison one to put us to sleep to capture Lido. But seeing as Lido is not here and she's taken a liking to you, likely because
Yeah.
she
Wait,
recognized you for who you actually are too, given her infatuation with the scholars. She's not poisoned
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what you find out. Is there anything else you want to do?
She took quite the liking to you, Brett.
You know, she seems kind of familiar.
Huh. Is there a chance that what Lido was concerned about? Actually, I was seeing as we're in the company of others, I keep forgetting them. Is it possible that what Shen said about her being a part of your old group is possible?
There's potential. We didn't really expose our faces.
So, but is it a chance that she recognized you in some way?
We didn't hide
Yes.
our what's it called, voices. So there's potential.
You said you recognized her.
He seems familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. It could be.
How's the food, my friend?
It's good. It's safe to eat. However, I believe she was planning to double cross us if I hadn't been here and Lido would have. Well, sorry, Shen had been at my place.
Indeed. Well, he kind of raises his glass of wine to kind of like cheers you.
Yeah, he does too, and he starts digging into like his squid dish.
All right, we'll switch back now. We're kind of gonna go back forth for a little bit. So hope that's not a problem.
That's okay.
it's now standard protocol at this point. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Marcus.
Yeah.
He's dealing with the same thing for context.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Lido.
now I get a feeling of what tonal whiplash is. I can't believe I do this to you guys.
I mean, it's kind of fun, no?
100%, it's fun. That's why I do it. But now I'm on the receiving end. I'm like, dang.
How does it feel to suffer so?
Entertaining, but
All right. So we'll switch back to Lido and Rebecca. You both find your way into the study. The servant deposits papers on the desk. You two slip in as they are rushing out and the doors close behind you. This study, as soon as you have a moment to get your bearings, Rebecca, this study particularly brings back a memory of clutching a still beating heart in your hands.
sorry, I can't be here. She kind of like backpedals her back quietly, like thuds against the door, and she kind of like her hand tries to find the knob or whatever latch.
Just, yeah, maybe you should keep a lookout.
Yeah.
After Rebecca leaves, I will turn my attention to the papers that were just placed so nicely upon the desk.
Yes. You open the parcel and examine the papers. This is more plans, like actual blueprints for a casino. Yeah, a gambling hall, basically. You don't totally understand everything, and some of the technology looks a little bit foreign to you. Um, you're able to see that some of this, like the blueprints, have the mark of craftsman of a different nation.
That's definitely something I can use because foreign goods being traded is one thing, but to exclusively use the materials of another um, country, and are there records of like them importing it, or does this seem like it's illegally placed in here?
Well, let me tell you that first you recognize it as the tradesman's marks of the Jiltarian Confederacy, whom Sanid is at war with actively. A
Wow,
nation of
that's
entirely mongrels. Um, they are very technologically inclined, but not very magically inclined. And some of this technology seems to be there. And while it would
is
be
any of it banned in this country?
honestly, it wouldn't be banned, but it goes to tell you that whoever has these plans would have been like spying in that country. This is valuable military intelligence, basically. This is something that the military leaders in this country would die to get their hands on, and this woman just casually has it laying around in her house.
Well, now I casually have it in my bag, along with any other damning information.
Okay. You take a moment. It takes you a few minutes to rifle through everything in this room. There's lots of books on the shelves, but they don't look particularly interesting. Some of them look like they were Baron Spades, old texts, kind of things you would expect to see from a stuffy old aristocrat. Um, you feel around. I'm just gonna let. Do you want to do an insight plus insight to see if you or insight plus text to see if you can find anything hidden?
Sure, I'll do an insight plus. Do you want specifically insight dex or insight?
I think insight dex if you're looking for secret stuff by feeling
Sure,
around and oh, okay.
that's
I
a
got
fumble.
I get an opportunity. What do I want? Let me check my rule table real quick. Let me have a little look see.
I knock a bunch of shit off the desk.
Oh, okay. I have the perfect idea. 1 second. Give me 1 moment to change the music. See which one.
I deal in extreme.
Yeah,
Oh my god, no!
as
She's a walking
Rebecca,
museum.
you're too distracted to notice before she's already passed you. But Scarlet bursts through the doors, giggling wildly. Yes! Lido, what do you do?
I mean, I know I'm invisible, but I hide as far away from anything interesting as I possibly can.
And she
Bruh.
closes the door behind her, and rushes over to the desk, basically throwing herself onto it and kicking her feet in the air.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's here! Oh my god! I love
You're
him!
cutting out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's here! He's here! Oh my gosh! What do I do? I love him. And she grabs the parcel on the desk and clutches it to her chest, rolling onto her back. Am I okay? Do I look good? Of course I look good. Who am I kidding? Oh my god. Tristidia. He's here. He's in my home. Should I let him leave? No, I can't let him leave. Oh, but I have to let him leave to find the prince. And she puts the papers down on her desk, slowly recollecting herself. Patience, Scarlet, patience. I will be in your hands in time. Both this city this country and the whole world. But I was so worried when he left. Oh, well, I can't keep him waiting too long. Where is it? And she starts moving around the room. Lido, she comes really close to you.
Holding his hand over his mouth so that no hot breath gets on her
Yeah.
or noise escapes.
Yeah, give me a Dex plus Dex to hide, please.
Why are you doing this to me?
You fumbled.
Actually, a Dex plus Insight opposed with hers, I think.
Okay.
Right. Let me roll for her.
Please fumble, please fumble.
That's a tie. We go again.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
I am gonna reroll that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely re-rolling that. I know that she is after the kingdom, so I'm for sure specifically invoking my identity as the dutiful prince to avoid this crazy mother as much as possible.
Oh, sure.
Crazy
Go for
love
it.
struck insane lady.
Dude, she is. Yeah, like I didn't know I have a secret admirer. Jeez.
Ah!
Do you want to try again, or are you all out?
I'm all out of Fabula points.
Is there anything that
Okay.
I can do? Being on the other side of the door? Did she
That's-
slip past me?
Yeah, she basically walked up to you without you noticing, burst open the door. You would have had a chance to slip
panic
it.
attack on the banister.
Yeah. You would have had a chance to slip into the room before she closed it, because she
Okay.
was having a moment.
Okay.
By the way, I don't think I've rolled very well with my insights at all and have a D10s in those.
Yeah, it happens.
Hey, it's your first big mission, all right? It's not gonna always go your way. Right.
Rebecca, think about what you want to do, but I'm going to narrate the consequences of this check.
Got it.
Her eyes suddenly go wild and narrow. Who's there? As she turns around. Who did?
He's gonna try to exit. I mean, he knows he's been caught. There's no point in staying still because if he stays here, he's gonna get caught. Very specifically, very quickly.
Rebecca, what are you doing?
First, is there any notable objects that are near her?
She's standing by a bookshelf, basically.
Standing by a bookshelf. Okay. Got it. I'm going to, as she, has her temper rises and Lido tries to slip right past. I take a quick step over to that bookshelf, have my hands placed on the side, and try to knock it down on top of her.
Oh, fun. You're trying to do this fast, so Dex plus Might, please.
Okay. Just an open.
Yeah, open check, please.
Right. Dex, Might, please.
Okay. Lido, you managed to slip out because you just break into a run, I presume.
Oh yeah.
I'm
outie.
As Rebecca, you pull down the bookcase onto Scarlet Heart, which you think would seriously injure a normal person, as you both bolt for the door. But you hear little mice in my house. Run, little mice! And she lifts the bookshelf with one hand.
Oh!
Run as fast as you can!
Can we take a break?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Damn. Chad, I have a secret admirer and she's deranged.
Of course,
You don't say.
Of course,
Yeah.
you'd lure that kind of person.
No, hey, it's not my fault. All right.
Why would you like redheads, especially the crazy kind?
Hey, listen.
Hello. Yes. So she's chasing you now, guys. What are you doing?
We're booking
Yeah,
it. Literally.
at this point, letting our friends who are in the dinner are at the dinner table know while we escape is probably a good idea, so they can also escape and not get captured by Crazy McCrazy Face.
You don't know where that is in this manner.
It's a
We're
pretty
not.
decently sized estate. We'll find it.
And you
Um,
are actively being chased.
I mean, I guess we could run further in, but that seems like a terrible idea.
There's also a chance that she might not think they're related.
That's true.
true.
And I doubt she'd do anything to the person she's obsessed with.
Well, she wants them
We
to
don't know that.
stay.
Oh well, no, we do know that. Oh my god, there's this guest that she's love struck about. Okay, well we have two options.
Right now, Lido thinks it's Zoran.
Did she
but,
express it as a mongrel?
No, she called him Tristidio.
Okay, so yeah, we just don't know. Then that leaves us two options. Either one, we retreat back to the exit, which is the other bookshelf, or we just need to get out of here.
Keeping in mind that you are invisible, she is actively chasing you. I'm gonna run this as like a skill challenge.
Okay. Okay.
Probably.
I think we probably just go for the bookcase.
Yeah. Oh, which is in her room though. So okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's go.
Time to run.
Okay. If you open up the party sheet, you should be able to see the clock.
It's gonna be.
Ah, yes.
Which one is that? Party here.
Yeah, the three heads.
Story, right?
Yeah. You see the clock at the bottom left?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right.
Okay.
The cheese wheel.
So as you two are invisible, I have reduced the clock from 8 or 10 sections to only 4, because she cannot see you, but she can hear you. So, yeah. Well, I'll let you guys. Actually, I'm gonna have her go first because she's a villain, and that's how things go in conflict.
Okay.
So she's gonna try and roll to find you. Could both of you roll a dex check for me? This will be contested.
A dex check.
Mm-hmm.
My only real option is, I mean, I'm not going to be good at this, regardless. But I do kind of want to use my last, my last again, Fabula point, because I got one from the fumble earlier. To like, I'm just not rolling well. Is there a trait that really works for this? I don't know if there's a trait that really works for this. So I'm not going to re-roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have a trait that would work for a reroll. Shoot.
Oh, and I should give her a clock too.
Oh, of
Catch us.
finding us.
Probably a bigger clock than ours.
Catch the mice. I can't with you.
So this
Damn.
is going to be one success for her on both of you.
Yeah.
Right. Now I would say it is one of your turns.
You're MVP, so you should probably go first.
MVP, sure, you can call me that. He's actually going to try to cause a distraction by kind of using his light magic to make that. I'm sure there are like sconces or something around, or lighting of some kind.
Yeah.
Make the light grow brighter to kind of blind her and let them be hidden again, sort of.
Okay, make me an insight plus willpower check, please.
Okay. Please, for the love of God, do something good for me. 11.
That would be one cheese. Say your name as a light flashes and her head snaps around little mice playing tricks, I see. Rebecca?
Okay.
Actually, it's probably her turn again. As
Yeah.
she, I think she'll lunge forward, trying to grab. This will be a blind grab. So, I'm gonna say she has a 7 on this, so you just need to beat a 7.
Just both of us.
Dex might.
Yeah.
And what are we rolling against this? Dex might.
Yeah. Actually, you're trying to get away from her, so you can
Yeah.
do Dex Might, or you could, do Dex Might. Feels good. Rebecca's not.
You may want to.
Yeah, I'm. Well, shoot. How can I evoke this? Can I evoke this? How can I justify any of these? I don't know if I can.
You are
think-
like a, your identity is that of like someone who's been out in
Yeah.
the wild and knows how to avoid being hunted, I imagine.
Yeah. So you're
And-
actively being hunted right now.
Yeah, that's true. And I have been here. Actually, not. I've been in this area before, and I've been wanted. So I'm just on high alert constantly.
Yeah.
You have a
so
good chance of
invoke
being
with
able to reroll
identity
both
if
of
you
these
want.
well. So
Okay. Yeah. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. At least this one, because I'll take the 4. But come on, please.
Yep, that'll do it.
that's success.
That is a success as she fails to snap either of you. But, however, she brushes past you, Rebecca. It was close, but you managed to wheel yourself away from this woman's clutches as she slams into a wall, kind of with a loud thud, and she like drags her hands on the wall, leaving gouges. Oh, little mice. So close. So close. It's now your turn, Rebecca. What would you like to do to escape?
Okay. Well, yeah. No, she's pretty close to us. I'm assuming we're running down the hallways. That we're doing this. What?
Mhm.
Are there any physical objects, kind of, as we are running past, that I'm able to kind of knock down to create almost difficult terrain?
Yeah, there's like a little pedestal filled with vases and things.
Oh, I'm knocking down anything I can get a hold
Okay.
onto and making the ground littered with shards and trippables.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Dex plus Might.
Dex might. Sweet.
Yep. That'll do it. And you succeed by 1 more, 3 more, so you get two whole cheese.
Yes.
Who entire cheese?
I'm also just. I'm just.
As you
this
throw
poor
shit
household.
down in the way, shattering vases, spilling things out, and causing her to stop. The mess, what if he sees? No, and she stops for a moment to, like, almost as if she plans on cleaning it up herself, which is a little strange for someone of high born status, but you don't have any time to think about that, because you're going. It is her turn. I'm going to have her. Okay. Alrighty. As she sort of, she slaps her cheek and snaps out of her uh trance and goes, "No, mice first," and she sort of starts swaying unsteadily through the glass, as stepping onto it and sort of weirdly, awkwardly cartwheeling her way through it.
What?
Yeah. Uh, as she's cut by the shards, but doesn't seem very daunted.
Please tell me that. Can you please tell me if the people downstairs are hearing this ruckus, or is the estate way too big for them to be in sound range?
Titan and Zerda are pretty far away from this specific area.
I'm just imagining like a little hut, and just like okay,
Yeah.
this is pretty
It's
good.
like, oh, can you pass me the butter?
That's your butter. All right.
Yeah.
You're almost away. What's the last thing you do to lose her?
Lido takes
Lido.
out this little whistle. It's like a dog whistle. Doesn't make much of an audible noise to humans, but it does for Orthosi. Is there any windows around, or like a sky roof, or anything like that? Big enough for a,
Do you want to use a Fabula point to say there is?
I will use a Fabula point to say there is, because I can do that.
Like a skylight, or a window.
Yeah, there's like a skylight in this area, or like there's stairs, and it's illuminating downward as he blows it. No one really hears anything, but a little bit of a almost. And Orthosi crashes through the top of the glass, making a huge amount of dirt everywhere, dirt, dust, and everything, and glass shattering everywhere. And then she kind of dips a little bit as Lido jumps onto her back.
Yeah.
To get the
Rebecca,
fuck outta
are you
here.
on to?
I'm just saying, as this was happening, like she kind of clutches her ears.
Okay. Rebecca, are you jumping onto Orthosi too?
Yes, please.
Okay. Orthosi, please make me a dex.
Your thing. All right. We got my companion.
As she is trying to fly away with literally all of her might.
Dex. That's a critical.
Let's go.
And here,
Please apply an opportunity.
let's see. I'm actually gonna create a bond here. I think
Go for it. You're more than welcome to do that.
I'm going to create a bond with Miss Hart
Okay.
of, I think, probably hatred.
Sure. Go for it.
Knowing what she is up to, knowing that he has to stop it, and knowing that she is fucking psycho, has lended him to really, really not liking her. This is gonna be hatred.
Very good. As Orthosi pumps her wings and launches herself into the sky, up, and away, you two have escaped the clutches of Scarlet Heart. And she laughs as you fly away on the back of a griffin. We'll see you again soon, young prince. Soon.
You gave up part of your identity with that.
Oh, I'm aware. I did that on purpose.
Thanks.
Oh.
It's way more interesting.
Oh yeah, it's interesting if she knows. We get away, but she knows.
Yeah, well, the issue is we're still here, and now she knows.
Oops.
And she-
Now all of China knows you're here.
Not all of China knows you're
do
here.
you two want to do a brief scene in the air before we cut to the other group?
Sure.
Sure.
Lido's heart is pumping hard. He knows that this maybe not have been the best idea to do, but he wasn't exactly thinking straight. He was panicking the entire time, and knew he needed to get out as quickly as possible. So he's just kind of mumbling to himself, clutching onto Orthosi very hard. Not enough to hurt her, but like shaking almost. This is probably the most terrified he's been since the attack.
Rebecca can easily see, presuming she's kind of sitting behind him, that he is actively shaking from the adrenaline, from the panic, from the fear, from the slurry of different emotions that he has gone through. She kind of, catches her breath, tries to slow down her racing heart, and kid, you did good. You did good.
She knows. She knows they're in danger. We have to alert them somehow.
Yes. Let's no scans up below. Let's try land over there.
Maybe. We have to find where they are. We have to find where they are now.
Right. We're gonna switch over the scene. Back to Lauren and Zerda as the doors open and once more, and a slightly well, she doesn't actually look too much different. However, Han, you do smell the faint, lingering aroma of blood. My apologies, my dear guest.
Of lead, you said?
Of
Blood.
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 Oh.
Blood.
No worries. I'm sure you had something to tend to.
Just a little pest problem. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I must cut our visit short. I hope it was enjoyable at least, the meal.
Yes, it was delicious.
Wonderful. I hope to see you again soon then, perhaps, for that private
would've been-
conversation.
Your company a bit more.
Oh yes, you too, of course. Are
Hello, you're not
invited.
invited.
Yes,
But I've kept
we can
you
arrange
too-
for that.
But I've kept you too long and I've much to do. The estate is in a mess. Hopefully we can meet again when my affairs are more in order.
That sounds like a plan.
She will offer her hand to you. On.
He accepts it. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. He smooches it then.
Wow, quite the gentleman.
There's a sharp intake of breath as you do that. But she's
Sorry.
she controls herself. On when you kiss her hand, you can very clearly smell the scent of blood is coming from her. But what you do with that information is up to you. Then I'll have my servants escort you out at once. And she claps her hands
Yes,
twice.
of course.
And two of those big crimson knights appear. Shush, Marcus. Two of those crimson knights appear to take you out of the estate. She gives you a little wave as you go.
He waves back. He's playing into it. He's like, okay, we're probably going to need this for our mission.
Alrighty. And I presume you just leave?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't encounter any resistance actually, as she seems to let you go.
I will say this though, instead of going directly back to where we're staying at, I'm probably gonna take like some weird turns throughout town. Or attempt to anyway.
Yeah. Well, we first have to resolve Lido and Rebecca, who I guess see you exiting the estate without too many troubles.
I think Lido kind of takes back off with after seeing them, and while in the air, there's a whistle that Han probably recognizes as an attention-getting whistle, and there is danger whistle.
Okay.
Doing that? She's still like clutching the side of her head.
Sounds like a
every time
bird
you
call.
whistle.
It's not like a high pitched whistle. This is like a bird call, basically.
Oh, got it. Yo, you just something that looks like a dog whistle.
Oh no, that was for the that was for calling Orthozi from a far distance. This is just while they're in there, it's something he does with his hands.
Oh, okay, got it. Bird call.
And you all have escaped the estate. What do you do, Han, in response to Lido's whistles of panic?
Okay, I mean, I noted it, but like, mm, I don't know what to do, honestly, other than like, just try and signal in some way to meet up. But I guess I'll do like another whistle. I guess that'd be. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I figured to do a different whistle, but like one that basically signifies like meet me at a so and so location, but not like literally, just like let's meet up.
Get to safety,
Okay,
kind
yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
get
you
to
guys have like
safety.
a pre-established, whistling thing when you guys were, or when you were protecting him?
I imagine like they would have like some way of communicating should there
Yeah.
be danger, basically, as like my
Okay.
excuse. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess basically the first whistle is help, and then the other
Yeah.
one just get to safety.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Where are you all headed?
Shouldn't go back to. We shouldn't go to like the. Honestly, I don't think
I think
it's
we
smart.
go back to the sewers, actually.
To the
To
towards
the Thieves
the
Guild.
Thieves Guild.
Because
Oh,
if
yeah, 'cause
they
we-
are
you
followed for
expressed.
any means, yeah. If they're followed for any means, I'd rather it be to a place where they can defend themselves and where there are traps potentially to be set, rather than a place where his actual family is.
Mhm. And you did mention before we left the lodgings that like you didn't want to draw any danger to the estate,
Exactly.
so it lines up.
All right. I guess you all head for the sewers then.
Yep.
Home sweet home.
As Ortho Z. Man, sewer levels, huh? Dark Souls feels very familiar.
Dark Souls.
You all dive down and you meet up at the entrance to the sewers. Ortho Z sort of licks her paw as she settles down, and you both slide off her back. Han and Zoran, it takes you a little bit longer to get there, but it doesn't take you too much longer.
Lido was having a bit of a panic attack in the meantime. Han knows that he has these occasionally when he's overwhelmed.
Yeah, he tries to comfort him.
It takes a little bit, but he eventually calms down. We have some information. I don't know if you're gonna like it very much. Did anything happen during the dinner?
Yeah, I'm very suspicious of her. I think your suspicions of what she may be.
She basically confirmed it. She, while we were behind the bookshelf, she was in the room. She talked about how she was going to show them, and that they will welcome her into the Seven Scholars.
It's not exactly what she said, but close enough.
To show them that she's worthy of being in the Seven Scholars. That's basically what she said.
Yeah.
I found these, and he kind of first they're going inside, and then as they're walking, he will show them the things he found, blueprints and papers.
All right. As you walk inside, you show the others the papers and blueprints. Han, you probably would be. How familiar with you would you say are with the Mongol nation of Filter?
I would say that he has been before.
Fair enough.
maybe like once or twice on like diplomatic, like accompanying and diplomatic missions. But that's probably the extent of his knowledge.
How,
Uh,
how did how did Han feel seeing a nation run and governed entirely by mongrels?
Honestly, there was not gonna lie, probably a sense of pride to a degree, but also like he he knew that it wasn't like, or at least he felt it wasn't gonna go very far just because of everything being stacked against them.
Fair enough. Zoran, this is the first time you're laying eyes on these
Okay.
plans. And I imagine you've been to the Jiltar Confederacy more than a few times because of your merchant status.
Likely, yeah.
Yep. So you recognize that these are plans for some sort of gambling hall, basically. Some sort of casino type deal, but it uses a lot of Jiltaran technology, including, but not limited to, their electrical stuff. They have unique electrical devices that allow them to autonomously power lights and machines and stuff, and a lot of these plans have a lot of that in it. Um, you also have some. You also have some more context for reading blueprints than I think anyone else in the party would, because you are a merchant and probably looked into building a trading hall of your own at some point.
Likely. So, does the do the plans look like they are for the building that is being made in that
Yeah,
was discussed last session?
yeah, absolutely. There is something weird about it that the others probably didn't clock onto immediately, and that is that there are plans for an underground room that doesn't have any obvious entrances aside from like some trap doors and other mechanisms. It's very strange. That the presence of that room underground is odd because from what you can tell, it doesn't have any purpose aside from just being there. And most of these other rooms have clearly defined labels.
This room here is interesting. It's not labeled and has no real means of being there. I gesture to it for the rest of the party.
Intro.
What
What
use
purpose
could this
could?
possibly have?
Yeah. What's the purpose?
Well, we know that she's a part of, at least tangentially, of the Seven Scholars. Perhaps it's a meeting room of sorts.
It
Perhaps
could
it's
be.
a dungeon.
Perhaps she
Is there
has some
any?
other wicked plans for it.
Yeah. Is there any notes on what electrical components will be in that room?
Yeah, actually, there seems to be a lot of actual electrical wiring in there. Um, a lot of power is going to that room for whatever reason. Like a lot
Uh,
of power, more than you'd need for lights, more than you'd need for like machinery. It's a lot.
can I make a kind of a like a knowledge check thing?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Study, I think is the term.
I think yeah, it's just an open check. I think it's insight plus insight.
Sounds good.
I have a dog trying to crawl
Insight,
in my lap.
insight. Actually, I should read this ability I got now. Okay, so this ability, is this before or after I make the check? So
What?
when I've heard of it, when you were an ally who is able to hear and understand you, perform a check.
Yeah. So it happens when you perform the check.
So is it F? Okay, so it's
You can add it to this check.
Oh, well, it's more as like I was wondering. It's like, is it like before I make it or after? Because it's like
You can do it after. Allow it.
okay.
If you don't make it.
Well, I'm gonna re-roll this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my origin
Okay. As a merchant?
as a merchant and such, and like what kind of like perhaps I traded a bit in some electrical components from
Okay.
there.
This will be interesting because your origin might apply in a different way. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll see if it applies in a different way.
Yeah. Okay. And you're gonna use your winds of trade? You don't
Uh,
have to.
well, I don't think they'll put me up past another threshold.
Yeah, it won't. Okay. So you kind of take a better look at this. You get a little more light on it, and you see that you like get real close to the blueprint, and you can see that some of the electrical wiring is actually in the shape of sigils, like arcane sigils.
Oh,
This is some sort of ritual room.
this is actually a ritual room of sorts. The wirings here and here form a circuit of sigils that will do something.
This is definitely the work of the Seven Scholars. I can say that.
Oh,
And I
yes.
suppose
On, please. Roll
Mhm.
me an insight.
Sure.
maybe the electrical is bypassing the need for mana. I will use my my trait, my I've heard of it here
Okay.
to give a +2 to Han's check.
All right. Han.
Yes.
Wow. Let me think about it. Okay. I'm not sure how I can flavor this to have Zoran help, but um, you know, you've been thinking she was familiar for a while now, and it finally clicked for you.
Ah.
It finally clicks for you that this is Lady Hart is or was Luxuria, one of the seven scholars.
Oh no.
Yes. However, her attitude was very different back then. She was a lot more quiet and a lot more shy than you remember her, which is why it took you so long to connect the voice
Yeah.
to the identity. But that's almost undoubtedly her. From what you remember of your time in the scholars, she didn't seem to have the grandest of ambitions. She sort of, how do I put this? She sort of lingered near the edges. The other scholars treated her as if she was a bit of a disgrace. Along,
Interesting.
yeah. Uh, so for whatever reason, uh, either there seemed to be some history. Not all of them treated her that way, but some of them did. Notably, Superbia, and I would say some of the other scholars as well.
Okay.
I would say Gola and Asadia or something. I forget how to pronounce
Asadia.
it. Asadia were
All the name drops.
much more neutral. You, of course, being Tristidia.
Yeah. Interesting. All right.
Yep. All right. I just wanted to let you know about that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. In that case, he's gonna turn to Zora and say, "Remember when I said that she seemed familiar?"
Indeed, and I brought up maybe as part of the scholars.
Yeah, I can confirm she is in fact one of the scholars. I can actually pinpoint exactly which one.
Oh,
You said the name? I think it's Luxuria.
Luxuria of Lust.
Yeah, Luxuria of Lust. That makes sense with everything else. Okay.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You're having this revelation. Are you continuing to the Thieves Guild? You haven't quite reached it yet.
All right.
Well, I mean, I don't imagine we've stopped.
yeah, it's talk and walk.
All right. You proceed further, and once you reach the Thieves Guild, it is surprisingly empty. Doesn't seem like anyone's home.
Robin? Robin!
There is no answer, but you do see a note on the table.
Rebecca pushes past in case there's anyone in front of her to the table with, I guess, the noticeable note.
Okay. It reads in Robin's handwriting. A complication came up regarding our deal. I'll be there soon. Hunker down or do whatever you want to do. And there's like a little heart, and then it's or rather, it's not a heart; it's a little spade symbol.
Mhm.
And Robin.
She has both of her hands on the presumably a parchment. There's this like minor shaking that she does before she releases one and then just like brushes one of her fingers across the etched in spade. Lets out a breath, turns around. She's not here. She's
G place.
Oh wait, what was that?
This is a dingy place. Zoran says, taking a look around at the place he's never been before.
Here's
So,
a
what do we do? Do we stay here? Go back to Ophelia's?
I think we have to.
Yeah, I don't think we have much of a choice, right?
Rebecca, you do know that there are some let's say sleeping quarters around here.
Mm,
You've been to them,
I have.
um,
Um,
but you don't have to stay here if you don't want to either. But you'd know that Robin would be, fine with it.
yeah. Just and the note said hunker down, so almost a implied invitation. Um, we can. But I worry for Ophelia. I don't want if we're being tailed to bring danger to her.
Not
And
just Ophelia, it's my siblings and her friend. I don't know that I can endanger them knowing that Miss Hart knows we are in the city.
For all we know, we could be getting tailed.
exactly my thought. We should keep our distance from those lodgings. And well, the note says here, hunker down. I know of a couple spare sleeping quarters. Guess we'll make this home for now.
I need some rest.
That's probably for the best. It's been quite a arduous day.
Rebecca, you lead the others through. It's not very far, but it's a couple
Mhm.
passages over to a large sleeping area with lots of beds. Some of them have like boots by them, or other strewn possessions and belongings beside them. There are a couple that.
Does it look
Yep.
does it look neatly placed, or does it look like people left in a hurry,
Um,
or neither? It could be a-
it looks like some people left in a hurry. It also looks like some people are lazy about their living space.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
and
take a pick.
Rebecca, Robin's room is just slightly off from this area.
Mhm.
So, there you go.
Okay. What time of day is it again?
I would say it's late afternoon by this point. You
Okay.
you had a nice meal and stayed for crazy late.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
Orthozy's not parked outside, by the way. Orthozy came in with us.
Yeah,
Yes.
if
Parked
not,
outside.
yeah, if not even, because weren't we like scheduled for dinner?
I
Yeah,
thought it was an afternoon tea.
it was an afternoon tea.
Well, it was afternoon tea, but then didn't we shift it into a actual proper meal?
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess so. So we'll
Unless
just
it was a
retro-
Spanish dinner and it's at 9 p.m. I'm joking.
we'll say it was a relatively early dinner. Split the difference.
Sure.
So
So at
it's-
this point,
it's
it's
evening
like
now.
sundown. Yeah.
Sunset.
Sunset. Okay.
Lida just kind of curls up into a ball on a bed that looks somewhat neat. Not like the neatest one, but just one that's kind of neat. And just kind of closes his eyes and doesn't sleep, but just rests.
Rebecca just finds an area that's close to like the door. Doesn't kind of fully settle herself in, but keeps her back to the wall and an eye out.
Zoran?
Yeah. Han also tries to get a bed that's close to the door, mostly to see if he can like catch anyone that's trying to come in or anything like that. But he doesn't. He's not really picky about the bed that he sleeps in.
Uh, and Zoran, he takes a lot longer to fall asleep. He's so to say he's kind of just awake and maybe like keeping an eye over where Lido has gone for the sleep, and
Oh no, he's not sleeping.
He's curled up in a ball and
He's
just
curled up in a ball with his eyes closed. It looks like he's sleeping, but he is not sleeping.
I presume his back is turned.
Yes, his back is turned.
Okay.
so he'll keep an eye on Lido. Probably might even clock that Lido is not actually sleeping, but figures that no, Lido's probably doing this to at least get space.
Yeah, that's why Han hasn't intervened to BH. He's like, okay.
So yeah, Zoran will probably eventually fall to a fitful sleep.
And a fitful sleep it is. This will be considered a resting scene. Not a very comfortable one, but a resting scene nonetheless. So you have the opportunity to change your identity, theme, or create or add an emotion to an existing bond.
And I get a special thing.
What is that?
And that when I rest, I regain winds of trade. Because we have rested in an area where commerce is technically possible.
That is true. This is a guild.
And it
Yep.
is.
I am actually going to create a bond with Rebecca. Because I feel like we did some good work and she put a lot of trust into Lido. Has been honest with him basically the entire time they've been together. So he's gonna put his trust into her.
Oh, you sweet boy.
Oh
That's
yeah.
probably a bad idea, but hey. He's a child. What do you expect?
Yeah,
He'll have his heart broken later. It's okay.
that's okay.
Yeah, no
Which one?
sudden but inevitable betrayal here.
Of course not.
Anyway,
Okay.
Probably affection fits best here.
okay. I was thinking loyalty, but that makes sense, I guess.
I don't know. Affection could work. A loyalty also kind of works.
Well, if you trust her, then that's loyalty for sure.
I guess that is loyalty. Yeah, we'll do loyalty.
Okay. Han, would you like to do bond stuff or change stuff?
Loki, I kind of want to create a bond with.
I knew it. I knew
Yeah.
I knew it.
Wait, I don't even have to finish my sentence, and you already know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, what kind of bond is that?
I actually don't know. I actually don't know what kind of bond I'd make with her. I'm not gonna lie.
I would like to suggest a facetious affection.
You know what? I can see that. I can see affection. Wasn't thinking mistrust. You know what? I could see affection, but
Yeah.
like not flavored as like love, but more like almost pity.
Yeah, like oh.
Man, I feel so bad for her. Like,
oh. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Okay. Let's put her here, Scarlet Heart.
All right.
Why are you guys chuckling so?
I knew it. Oh, we can make a bond. I wonder what.
Yeah, I wonder who.
Yeah.
Marcus, would you like to make a bond for Rebecca?
Yes, and I actually like to request two things. So first is yes, a bond. I would like to finally create a bond with Leto, and actually, it would be one of admiration.
Oh, very cute.
There is, yes, there are qualities that he has showcased, throughout this initial mission that has reminded Rebecca of at least maybe what she could have been if at least her past went a different way, and hopefully, if the kid is guided right, can be a good example of what her potential was.
Yeah. All right. And what's the other thing?
I would also like to request a very short night scene where Rebecca will do something in the middle of the night.
Okay. Let's go to Zoran before we get.
Correct.
Okay. Zoran, would you like to make a bond or change something?
I would like to make a bond, and it's difficult because it's like I can see 3 different bonds being formed here.
All right. Talk me through them.
So I can either do a bond of inferiority with Lido.
Ooh.
Interesting. Okay.
Especially like some of Lido's comments and things have really stirred up a lot of the involving his son and the failures that he has racked up upon that.
He feels like he's failing another kid.
He feels like he's failing that. He feels like Lido. A certain comments Lido has made is
It's twisting
reminds
the knife.
him. Yeah. There's a bond of hatred to Lady Hart for trying to hurt Lido.
Mhm.
And then there's like the budding friendship that's slowly starting to build between Han and Zoran.
Well, as you didn't see Scarlet or Lady Hart try to harm Lido directly, I think that one's probably the weakest of those options.
Fair. Imagine it was at least discussed in our journey.
It was vaguely discussed that
But you weren't a direct witness, so
Yeah.
You didn't get to see how creepy it was.
Yeah.
Lather definitely didn't feel like lingering on the subject, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with inferiority to Lido.
Okay, that feels like the strongest one so far. But I
Yeah.
also would have been happy with the one towards him. Okey-doke. What's the scene you want to do, Rebecca?
So I presume at this point that everyone is sleeping. Probably middle of the
Except for
night.
Lido.
Except for Lido, yeah, he's probably awake.
Everyone has is fallen into an uneasy rest of sorts. Yes.
Correct. Okay. So Rico, having not really gotten herself fully rested, gets up from her spot, and with not in like an incriminating way, but just wants to silently slip out of this, living quarters area and make it to Robin's room.
Yep, you're totally able to do that. Han might notice you as you pass, but I don't think Han would stop you. Probably just give you a
He's
nod.
not gonna stop her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So off you go. Creep down the hall to Robin's room. Uh, it smells of her in here. It's not well lit, but things are neat and orderly in here. She has a chest at the foot of her bed with some clothes. She has a kind of shabby looking bed, kind of the same bed that's in the other rooms, but slightly larger. Um, there's a table with some with a map of the city tunnels on it. There's just traces of her everywhere.
Okay. There's a kind of like heavy weight in the way that Rebecca strides into the room. She kind of grazes her hand at the top of the chest, maybe takes a look over at the table, but ultimately, after looking down at the mattress, she eventually just kind of like lurches her body, goes on top of it, and then just like curls on her side on one side of the bed. She's looking towards the center of it.
And for a moment, a memory of Robin's face appears. Her soft smile as she looks into your eyes and holds your hand. But that moment passes, and you are alone.
The hand that was clutch is out, but there's nothing grabbed. Kind of like within the memory tightens her grip, but now she's just tightening air. And then curls her fist back to her chest and just remains on her side. Out of curiosity, what's the one? Probably like a window. If there's one,
There is not one. You're in.
There's not one.
No, there's.
Oh yeah, we're underground.
Yeah, you're underground.
Okay, got it. So then I'll say the opposite. Just kind of basked in darkness. No light. Besides, actually, no, not even like like a candle or not. She didn't even bother lighting a room. So she's just curled up in this bed, and there's nothing. She can maybe not actually, but a little flavoring. You can kind of feel almost this like cold feeling just creep up a little more around her body. Maybe whatever Ophelia gave her is wearing off, ebbing off a little bit, but this moment only makes it worse.
It does. And I imagine you drift off into an uneasy slumber yourself.
Mhm.
Right. Very good. Proceeding to the next scene. Everyone's okay.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Let me get something going on. Hmm. Need something fun. Something. Oh, I know. Okay. This will work. Okay.
Hmm.
So Rebecca, you are shocked awake when the door to the room explodes open and Robin appears over you, shaking you. Get up! Get up!
Are you real?
We've been made! Come on! And she basically yoinks you out of the bed.
Okay.
The rest of you, some people have exploded into your room. How do you react?
Lido probably actually reacts to the first door being slammed open from that I'm sure isn't too far away from where everyone else is bunked. Where Robin's room
It's
is
not far,
technically.
no.
No, so he reacts to that first, and kind of startles up. He was almost starting to fall asleep, but just from sheer exhaustion, but couldn't quite make it. And now he's up and panicking a little bit more. Orthosi next to him also springs up as he does, and he starts trying to wake everyone up.
Yep. I imagine that's not hard to do.
Yeah, considering Han was sitting next to the door, he's probably literally
The
up.
people that explode into the room are Rebecca and Robin herself. Come on, get up! We have to go now!
Okay, what's going on?
Lido wordlessly kind of whispers to himself that he knew coming here was going to be a better option than going to Ophelia's.
Yeah.
As you step out into the hall, you hear it before you see it. The sound of armor, metal armor clinking together. And then you see them, their armor reflected in firelight, blood red. Specifically this one you see basked in the firelight, looming out of the darkness. Time to run.
Oh my god, hi.
Yeah, probably time to run.
Get the here!
Oh my god, hi. I'm going to make some clocks.
Jeez.
We're gonna have some fun times. Let's open up the encounter thing. I didn't do this earlier. We're gonna do it. So begin the encounter. Initiative. Go ahead and pull your keys onto the screen.
Door.
Now, the way we'll run this is case conflict. So we're gonna go in order.
I want to be on this octopus.
Change them to combat mode. Alright. I'll change you into combat mode.
Oh.
My bad.
Yeah, no worries. Let me just go. Alrighty.
Orthosi doesn't get her own initiative, so I didn't include her in the.
No, you don't. It's technically a part of you. So,
Yes, we are one.
yes. Actually, I'll throw Robin also here and also. Go. He's now also. All right. Who wants to go first?
I think Lido might take the. If Han wants to go first, Han can go first.
No, it's fine. If you want to go first, go ahead.
I think Lido, being awake and ready to run, is probably the first one to act here. So I'll click that so that it's my turn.
Good job.
You're most welcome. I'm doing my best here. And he just wants to do the objective action to get us running. He's kind of looking to Robin for her to point out where we're going first.
Yeah, she'll do it. She's basically already pulling Rebecca away from the knights
so
in the opposite direction of the knights.
We're going that way. Cool. Lido will hop on Orthosi and start racing that way. Perhaps also bring asking Rebecca and Robin to hop on We can have at most
That's too
3 adults
many.
on here.
I was like, that's a lot of things. I know
one
we had
adult.
good capacity with children. Yeah,
One adult, 2 children.
yeah, that makes sense weight capacity wise.
Well, I'm a child, so Rebecca, you want to get on?
You are fully grown though.
Not really, but still. Anyway.
She has Thursday has a capacity for 2. Children count as 1 or as half.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you are not included as you don't get a kitty meal.
Yep.
At your age now.
Well, basically ask for Rebecca to get on if she wants, but Orthosi's racing away. Basically.
I think she's too preoccupied being lugged by Robin to be able to hop on the.
Does Han want to get on?
Or Zoran?
You should take Zoran.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you're with me then, and we just kind of start racing off. I'll come over here to you so we're together.
There you go.
So objective action. Orthosi, I guess.
Prompt you.
Another one.
Oh no. If you go into the party menu and click the clock, and prompt.
Gotcha. The escape.
I can't prompt this check. Okay. Well, that doesn't work. Okay. Have Orthosi make a dex roll.
Sure. Let's do an open check, I guess. Dex, a modifier, 13.
Okay.
Tucholchis.
And that's your turn. The Crimson Knights are gonna go. The first one is lunging forward, and I already completed your thing. The first one lunges forward and slams his sword into the ground, creating a sort of fissure that emits crimson light. He's trying to...
Open a portal to hell? Hello?
He's not trying to open a portal to hell, hey.
He's not trying, he's already done it.
I'm going to have him go... But okay. He takes the objective action and tries to progress the capture clock by creating a fissure in the floor and trying to slow you down. Unfortunately for him, the fissure misses all of you. However, that was spooky. Your turn again.
Super spooky.
Okay. We're inside of a building, correct?
You're underground in tunnels.
Or in tunnels.
Yeah, everyone's
Okay.
scrammed.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to figure out if there's like any obstacles that can be created.
If you want, I can hop in while you've.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to attempt to grasp on like darkness to obscure their vision.
Oh, I like that a lot. Give me an insight plus willpower.
And
You're taking the objective.
yeah. So I gotta click a clock. Is it? You said?
I just roll the check. I'll
Okay.
increment the clock.
So
Let me look this
insight
up.
willpower.
That won't do it as you attempt to grasp the darkness, but it slips through your fingers. Whether you're half asleep or not, you're not sure, but your hold on magic isn't. Okay.
Not used to using magic on Birdback.
On Birdback, yeah.
Nor your morning coffee.
All right. And the other knight is going to. Actually, you don't even see him at first, but you do when he leaps over the other knight's shoulder like a wild animal on all fours, trying to chase you down.
Ew.
quite do it. Difficulty level is 10 on these clocks. For reference, for both you and them. So this one leaps over and tries to grab you, but Orthosi's tail slips through his clawed fingers. That was loud as heck. That's loud as heck. Okay, who's going next?
I'll go next. I have a plan.
Go for it.
Sit down.
Okay. Han is going to take off his helmet momentarily and use his natural physiology to an advantage. And with his whiskers, he's going to attempt to detect an air current for an escape route.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Sniff, sniff.
I like that so much.
Niff, 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 niff.
Niff,
This
niff.
way.
No. Cool. Let's do insight plus dex for that one, I think.
Okay, that sounds good. Insight plus dex. Uh-oh.
I believe in you. And you've got so many things you could spend if you need to.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to spend on... Well, my dex is actually nice, so I'm just going to spend on my insight.
What are you invoking?
How do I reroll?
Wait,
Right-click where you
My
rolled?
origin.
Yeah. He's a mongrel. He's a little sniffy boy.
He's a mongrel.
Little stiffy boy.
has-
Just invoke
he
trait
has
to
stiffy-
reroll,
yeah.
and then you can do that. Or you can
Yeah.
invoke bond and automatically succeed here.
Yeah, you can evoke your bond as well.
Oh, actually, never mind. I'm not going to do that. Can you back my fabulous point? I'm going to invoke a bond.
That you still
Well,
have to
invoking
use.
a bond uses
It's
about.
you still have to use. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you use it on. If
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
But if you right click your check, you can.
invoke bond to push, for instance.
Oh, invoke bond to
Yeah.
push. Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, cool.
It doesn't matter either way, so it's fine.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Okay.
Cool.
That sounds great. Then you manage to succeed. Continue another slice of the cheese as you
They
swiftly
get that cheddar.
turn your head and navigate the party down a different tunnel where there seems to be an exit. Good stuff. Have big man go.
This is scary.
I think he's gonna put his shield in front of him and just try and charge through all of you like a battering ram.
Uh-oh.
Let's no, not that one. Forget that I can roll it off of there. And that'll very much succeed by 2 full cheese. As 2 cheese
Oh.
are added to the capture.
Can I utilize Protect to basically take both myself or both that and Robin's if there is something an effect?
Interesting. I don't hate that. Sure. You are phased.
I'll take it.
What what is Rebecca's physical defense?
11.
Ah. If it was high enough, because it's like
13's
the danger
pretty
must be performed against you, right?
good. When another creature is threatened by an attack spell or other danger.
Yeah, it's like any checks that are a part of that.
Yeah.
Must be put.
Yeah, I'm just saying that Rebecca leaps in front of the shield bash and sort of shields everyone else from it, but she is that.
Yep. Cool.
Goody. That is his turn. Otherwise, the rest of you
He's
would have been.
4.
Does that use up my action basically?
No, that you can do
Ah.
that whenever. That's great.
Sweet. Let's go.
It's really good. I
sick
promise
as.
you.
Let's go.
But you can do that as
Free
many
reaction.
times as you want during a round. I think
Sweet,
once
okay.
per round, but
Yeah, it's just something along the lines of like I can't use until the start of my next turn.
yeah,
Oh.
so once per.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah,
Yes, you
Start
or
of your
Robin.
next turn.
Robin goes at the
Okay,
end of initiative.
Got it. Well, I mean, I literally just took the brunt of this kind of shield bash. I will kind of counteract it, where I will use, I'll kind of plant my feet down and do like a shoulder bash against the shield to knock the knight down.
Okay.
I also
Sure.
want to remind everyone we can use Fabula points to introduce people or things to the environment at the DM's discretion.
That is
Interesting.
true.
Okay, that is
Yeah. You can use Fabula Point to like change the story. However, it sounds like you want to bash this knight down for almost
Yeah.
attacking your friends. So that's a Dex plus might.
X and might. That's a 10.
And I presume you're using this to lower the capture clock or increase the escape.
I guess that would actually be more of decreasing the capture clock because I'm knocking them down.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have eliminated it by 1 cheese.
Yes. All right. And then end turn.
Robin is going to try and help you navigate through the tunnels with her extensive knowledge of, the tunnels. She lives here. So I'm going to give her. But it seems like she doesn't quite have the wherewithal. It seems like all of this has kind of has her in a panic. So she's not going to be able to do that. Alright. Blood. I actually had her go before she was supposed to, but that's fine. We'll have the Crimson Hound guy go. Is probably going to throw basically a bolus at some of you. He's taking the objective to basically trip some of you up. We're gonna do. Increase the capture cheese by 1, and Lido, the bolus hits you and whips you off of Orthozy's back. You are now slow.
Rude of you.
Orthozy screeches to a stop and caws at you.
That does nothing to me, by the way. It doesn't decrease my dex any more than it already is.
Do you have the low dex?
I just ran to target it. We are at top of initiative order. Who wants to go first?
Oh no, I'm running exactly as fast as I already run.
I'll
okay.
here to react to Buddy Old Pal hitting Lido.
Yeah.
Can I go after you though? Like when it's the next turn?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Yeah.
Go on, Zoran.
Sounds good. I will attempt to. It's like, oh, I had a bolus. That's a good idea, and will attempt to essentially use magic to grab around the hound's legs to essentially hamper him.
Oh, I like that.
Reverse bola.
Is that an objective action to decrease the capture clock or increase the escape clock?
It's a weird situation because this could be either or.
Yep, that's why I'm asking.
I'm gonna say, this feels. I think this feels more helping us escape because it's supposed to slow him down.
Okay, go for it. Please make an insight plus willpower because you do a magic.
I'm a mage.
You're a mage. You're amazing.
You are quite amazing.
Right.
You could potentially invoke a bond here.
I'm actually, that was my plan, is I was actually gonna invoke my bond with Lido to push this up past no threshold.
Oh, I like it. Oh, cheese for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, you have 2 with Lido?
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, it's he's been developing his relationship with Lido a lot. All right,
Checks out.
we're gonna have the Crimson Knight go again.
Crimson Chin.
Crimson Chin.
Crimson Chin.
Here comes Crimson Chin. He is going to emit a sound. Well, it's not really a sound, but it almost feels like a sound. It's a feeling of unbridled bloodlust. As he is going to threaten you. And you feel it's supposed to like stop you in your tracks and make you feel, you know, you feel the bloodlust. It's supposed to make you freeze.
This brother is about to Ara farm on us.
Yeah, he's already on you. Let's do an open power. As he's threatened. You feel his bloodlust, but you shake it off. And just treat it as another reason why you should get the hell out of here.
Guy's spooky, but it didn't have the effect you wanted.
Yeah, Han, go for it.
Okay, so I actually want to use a Fabula point.
Okay.
And what I'm going to say is that because Han rolled successfully last time to like sort of find like an air current leading out of the tunnels, I'm going to say that with the Fabula point, he sort of finds like the way into an ancient subterranean crypt, which potentially has an exit for us, or like a catacomb. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a old part of the city.
Yeah, like an old part of the city that was like for burial purposes.
I have a thought. Cool. Yeah. You run. And you unfortunately find a dead end, but come on, that can't be right. Your whiskers.
Yeah.
They sense the wind.
Yeah.
And as you feel around the door, you push it open, and all of the rest of you slam into Han's back as the door spins, and it allows you into a secret area. Just,
Scooby-Doo moment. I'm joking.
Not the revolving stone door at the dead end.
I want to do suitably.
So no, this is not the end of your turn. This is just an extra thing.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
That's too much. That's. I was like, that's too much. That's too much.
Exactly.
I like this one. This is
Okay.
This is crypty.
let's go with this one. I will say that the use of this Fabula point has allowed you to escape from the Crimson Guard.
Interesting. Okay.
However, you are now standing in a strange room.
Uh-oh. I think we
Robin,
messed up.
We?
We?
I messed up.
Are we French?
I mean...
oui.
Oh,
Robin stands up from where she like fell with Rebecca in a heap with everyone else. And looks around. What is this place?
Lido takes the bolus off of himself. I don't know, but I don't know if I like this better than the sewers.
I don't know. I picked up a wind current. Seems like some sort of catacomb. Something old.
We can't stop moving. We have to go.
Right, but I don't know the way out. And we can't go back through there. And she gestures at the door, where you can even see faint flickers of light from the torch before they fade.
Han, you sense the way out, right? Can you lead us out of here?
I can try.
Alternatively, I could see if there's something here for me to talk to.
That might work. You talked to those spirits before, right?
Yes, that's a skill I've picked up in my research. But the real question is if are there any down here?
There are. They're very old.
Did anyone hear a mood shift change in the music?
Oh, I
was
heard the
that?
spirits. They're here.
And they got some time.
That didn't sound like a spirit to me.
Even Robin looks a little unsettled as she gets she holds your arm, Rebecca, a little bit tighter.
Oh.
Lido hides behind Han as well after hearing that.
I was gonna have Han say something, but then I realized, no, the dead can actually be threatening in this setting.
Oh yeah, for sure. The dead can't hurt
I
you. Is
forgot.
that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just dead people. They're gonna hurt you.
Yeah. Zoran laughs in Necromancer.
And I think this is where we're going to call this session for today. Thank you all for
Now just 4 more hours.
Thank you all for playing so much. This has been a very, very exciting and fun time. I think.
It sure has.
Mhm.
I'm a spooked.
Counter. Okay. We're gonna do our admin. Lido, I don't think your thing procs.
Aw, man.
I do think you did some good things today, but I don't think your prophecy procs yet. Han, I don't know if your thing procs quite yet either.
No, I don't think so. I think it's in the process right now.
Rebecca and Zoran, if you have things to
I'm
proc-
good.
Right, you're good.
Combat wise or like mechanically, I did not surrender, but I can say maybe in a plot related way, I kind of did with the in the bed, in my lonesome. I did mention like these kind of cold feeling, but I'll recharacterize it kind of like you just see like maybe some coils of smoke almost emanate and then dissipate.
Yep. If you want your quirk to trigger, you are more than welcome to have it trigger. But I will leave.
You know what? I'll chance it. Why the hell not? I'll chance it.
Yay.
Okay.
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm fine. So yeah,
You felt
mechanically didn't progress, but I felt it.
Yeah, I like the idea of having flavorful moments where you succumb to darkness and dark thought. Also eating into your curse. Is that all right if I use that in the future?
Yes, I am definitely happy with that.
Okie dokie. Sounds good. Right. That's all of the quirk admin that we need to do. Let me actually do the.
Guys, we spent so many fabulous points today.
We spent so many. 13.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second. I gotta tabulate some stuff.
Quick maths.
Quick maths.
2 plus 2 is 4. Quick maths.
My God.
And we have one.
We have the
bonus.
actually finger.
There
Level
you
up.
go. Have an enjoyable level up. You guys spent so many fabulous points. It's unreal.
I regret nothing.
Sure. Is this probably we've spent more this session than maybe 2 sessions combined?
Yeah. Except for maybe the first one. I think you spent this
Except for the
amount.
first
We
one.
spent a lot the first session.
Yeah, because this session 4, I think we spent more this session than 2 and 3 combined.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty.
I mean, this is definitely the most we've spent because I think first session, I don't think we could spend this much
That's
True.
true.
because we start at 3.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Let's do our little stars and wishes thing before we wrap
Alright.
up. So We'll start with Sloth. Do you have any stars for anyone?
You get a star. You get a star. You all get stars. Today's roleplay was kind of incredible. Both for the NPCs and for all of us. I feel like we all kind of showed more about our characters and really played into the weaknesses of our characters and some of the strengths as well. The bonding between Rebecca and Lido in the first couple scenes of them sneaking in was beyond entertaining. It was also very relationship developing, and I think that was an important thing to have. That I don't think the relationship would have been as effective if those scenes didn't happen. So I think I give a star to everybody. I think that Lullabee, your DMing and role playing has been excellent. We definitely get yandere vibes from Miss Hart. I want to stay as far away from her as physically possible. But yeah, that's those are my stars. Wishes. Are we gonna do all stars or wishes after?
You
Wishes
can do.
after or wishes?
You can give me your wishes now.
Sure. I want kind of another. I want another breakdown for Lido. Something that's really impactful and shows that he's still very immature. And I want this to happen with one of the characters he has a bond with, for the sake of both strengthening their bonds together or maybe changing emotions where they might be changed. But especially, he wants to bond a little more with Han, who has been his protector up to this point, who he hasn't really addressed that with. He's still been keeping kind of
Yeah.
a distance between the two, and I want that to change.
Yeah. I can kind of see it
Yeah.
like narrative wise. It was after your little after your crash out at the
Mhm.
temple or the ruins that Han kind of really took that to heart and like really gave his space, but he's probably doing it a little too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
just doesn't want to confront him right now.
Well, that's super exciting for everyone. Zerda, do you have stars to give out first?
I think I'm gonna give you one. Dude, your voice acting popped off this session, especially with Scarlet. It was so good. Yeah, like everything about it was awesome. It was very terrifying. If I had a nickel for every time one of my characters seemed to draw in a yandere, I'd have like 3, which isn't a lot, but it's
That is a
concerning
lot.
me that it's happening a lot. It's concerning me it's happening too many times.
It's starting to become a lot, sir.
Yeah, really good job. Really good job for Rebecca, in particular as well. For honestly, the whole bit where she was like terrified, while almost having like a panic attack in the palace, that felt really real. Because it's like a situation that she didn't expect to find herself in, and also just for trusting, Lido, with his motivation and being like, you know what, I was actually in the same spot as you. I'll give one to Lido as well. He did very well this session. He's like very headstrong. He seems to be wanting to progress, and like keep his word with his new motivation and theme of duty. And finally, I'll also give it to Zoran. So basically, all around, I liked the interactions between him and Han a lot. It was really fun, really great, and I thought the whole dinner scene was really comedic, and I don't know, I just really appreciated it. It was a nice moment of levity, if I'm honest.
I'm so glad. All right.
Yeah.
Do you have wishes, or do you want to think? I'll let you think.
Yeah, just let me think. Yeah.
All right, Marcus.
That was
do
a
you have-
long
you have stars?
Yeah, I need to think.
Yes. So first, obviously, I will provide a star to you. I did enjoy two big standout moments I can point out. Is one is just your portrayal of Scarlet. As I mentioned just before the break, I have been I have never been that uncomfortable for a prolonged amount of time, and I wasn't even in the scene. Like the part I was uncomfortable with was on a different scene. I'm like, oh, gross. Like reeling in my chair, just like, oh, this is appalling. Which is the good portrayal of the villain character you've created. Secondly, I did enjoy allowing for the night scene. That was like something I was just thinking about on the fly. I was like, okay, this will be probably a good moment to do it. So being able to work on that somewhat on the fly, because my only kind of entry point was you mentioned that a room was nearby. So I did enjoy doing that.
I'm glad you picked up on it. I enjoyed it too.
Second, Star Wars. Since I spent most of my scenes as Rebecca with Lido, I will give one to Sloth. The interactions that we've had, basically throughout the entire session, very compelling. Was able to kind of now establish the final bond that I need with the group. You were the last one on the roster that I have a bond with. And as I was already mentioned, it's nice to be able to give a little hint, a little clue on some of her backstory, and seeing those parts of her, at least internally speaking.
All right.
Thank you. You were also the last one on my list of the party members that I needed to check off. So convenient.
Yeah.
Yep. Works out. And then and I'll give another just kind of generalized star on everyone's use of Fabula points. There were a lot of ways of using it that worked out. Even some of like the opportunities, both positive and negative, that were created just because of the roles.
My literally whenever I get a fumble, I was like, "Oh, it's my first fumble. Let's do something fun." Or it's your opportunity. Do something fun. Like I try to make the most out of your opportunities and fumbles. And I think you guys had a lot of fun stuff going on and your creativity really shone.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Oh, the dead. They're
Yep.
talking again.
The dead are talking again. Go ahead.
They need to hush. We're doing stuff.
Fine. I'll put on something else. Let's do the post session. Zoran or Titan. That's Thursday.
Yeah, I think you all had some really good RP. And the portrayal of Hart was really good.
Unhinged.
Alright. Thank you very much. Anything else? Or are you good?
I think some of like the ways of using the Fabula points to introduce new elements has been nice to see.
Yeah.
Especially we've ended up in a crypt.
Yeah, you get to use more of your stuff.
So you could sound more excited about it.
I am excited about it.
Ugh, you get to use more of your stuff.
I am very excited.
Bruh.
I have evil plans.
Yeah, you're in your element, but also at the mercy of Fox.
Yeah.
All right. Wishes, please. Who has wishes?
I do.
Okay. Let's hear them.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to be a bit more active next session. This session felt like I was just, in a chair.
Yeah, you were unfortunately the distractor. So
Not even that. The distractor was Han.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
I did nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll try and do better.
It is what it is. Like it makes sense.
And based on where we ended up, looks like you might actually be the focal character for next session.
Yeah, that is true.
So you'll get all of the love.
I do intend on giving you a lot of love.
I mean, nice. That was the main thing.
Marcus, do you have more wishes?
I did have one, and it's mostly in the case of I would presume that like Robin's just a character that's gonna be featured in this area, and so a wish to have, whether it's next session or upcoming ones, is trying to figure out how to, I guess, quote unquote, if not like put a capstone, put an end stone to that, because I presume we'll leave Port Royale, and I want to make that ideally a kind of bittersweet ending of some sort. I don't know what, I don't know how. I'll leave that to your discretion. But I mean, there's one thing I'll be transparent about Rebecca, is that she's not good at making permanent attachments, for
Yeah.
whether or not it's for good reason or not. So, unfortunately, Robin will fall underneath that.
Alrighty, sounds good. Zerda, I've given you enough time. Give me a wish.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna second. I would like to see more activity from Zoran. I think this is inevitable, but I want another scene with Scarlet. Again, I think that's gonna be interesting. And especially exploring, because you kind of hinted at it, like the nature of the relationship between all the scholars, and like the nature of the relationship, that maybe Han had toward her in the past, explaining why she has such infatuation with him, because like, holy hell, what the hell is going on?
Lance was caught off.
Yeah, he was like, you're like the shy one. I didn't think you were like this.
Yep, sounds good. Wishes, good stuff. Thank you everyone for coming. Gonna leave our viewers with the good old